Hello, everyone. Welcome to Awfully Silly, our first episode back post SGDQ. Hope everyone out there had an excellent time watching Summer Games Done Quick. We had an absolute blast over there in Minnesota, so I hope you had a blast, whether you were there or whether or not you were at home. Either way, we hope you had a good time. And if you particularly enjoyed the silly block of Summer Games Done Quick, you're going to really enjoy this episode where we're going to take some of those runs that were done between roughly 1 a.m. and 9 a.m. that time and throw them in some prime time hours. So we're going to have some fun with some of the silly block games today. Before we do so, just wanted to remind everyone of a few things. First, today is June 12th. We are currently looking for new Hotfix shows and showrunners. Feel free to use ! Hotfix in Twitch chat or go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix to submit your ideas. This includes bi-weekly shows, limited run shows like Ocarina Improv, or one-day events if you have any ideas for that. Submissions made before June 13th, meaning by tonight, June 12th, will be considered for these new open show slots. So if you have a show idea and you would like to be considered for the opening slots that we have, please get your submissions in tonight if you'd like to be considered. Additionally, as I mentioned, if you happen to miss out on SGDQ 2023, be sure to check out the VODs on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. There are some really good ones there. But without further ado, yes, we're going to be enjoying some of my favorite runs that were done as a part of Silly Block 2023 as at SGDQ. We're going to be kicking it off with the favorite here, I think, which is going to be Hobo Cat Adventures, and it's going to be run by Yoshi Pro. So go ahead and take it away. The floor is yours.
Hey, hi, I'm Yoshi Pro. This is Hobo Cat Adventures. It's a game released in 2021. It's a mix-up between Conkers and Dark Souls. And, like, when people say Dark Souls, you know, they usually don't mean it. But, like, this game's different. It's, like, on the tin. When you buy the game, it's like, this is Dark Souls inspired. So, it's the real deal, is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
And timing will start on first movement. So, in 3, 2, 1, move. Yeah, so we use SDA timing because loading in this game is terrible. So, you know. So yeah, this is Hobo Cat. The first level here is a tutorial level. You can roll as Hobo Cat, you can jump, you can do a double jump even. And you're gonna see here, I need to grab points. You can even grab acorns and stuff. And I won't be doing a skip here. Jumping on this pipe to skip a little puzzle. I have no idea how long that puzzle takes, I'll be real, I've never actually properly solved it. But it saves a lot of time, that's for sure. Here's another skip, you can use this mushroom to get up here early. You're supposed to hit a switch there. And here's the first like major trick of the game. So when you're attacking, you can do a heavy attack, and when you're attacking, your hitbox is kind of distorted, and you can kind of just clip into that rock and skip a bunch of platforming. And we are going to be doing it one more time right here. This time it's a little bit different. There's normally a boss here. You're supposed to fight like a big carrot, but that is really slow. So we just go into this corner, and by heavy attacking at the right angle, Hobo Cat will just kind of go zoom. Maybe. If I can ever get it. Please work. There we go.
There it is.
Okay, so that was the tutorial level. We skipped getting a money bag there. Money bag is one of the main collectibles. I'm going to need to get 10 overall in the run. So you're going to see me going out of my way a little bit here. Here's a chicken. I want to buy some coffee. I'll explain coffee after. But for the chicken, you can ride a chicken, but if you do an attack and then ride the chicken at the same time, you do like an animation cancel, you can stack the chicken's speed and your speed. So I've double the movement speed right now. And that's the first money bag. We're schmoovin'. Look at him go. You also jump way higher. Normally you're supposed to like do a huge escort mission to climb this tree, but with the chicken you're able to just climb it right away. It saves like 4 minutes actually. It's probably the biggest skip in the run. And here's the king. He wants you to ring a bunch of bells. So that's the like second main objective of the game is to ring a bunch of bells. First goal, get money. Second goal, ring bells. You know, typical stuff. Money. And this first level we're going to be entering, this is the first like actual level. This area is kind of just a hub world. You need 8 money bags normally, but you're able to clip in by doing that heavy attack trick we saw earlier. And now here's the first use of coffee. So coffee is pretty neat because it makes you jump really high and go super fast. kind of like real life. So, you know,
I was
this
just
to
gonna say,
coffee.
real life effects. This game is so real.
Yeah, this game's known for its realism. Get some more coffee here, and we're gonna climb up this tower here. The bell is up top, so. Where am I? That's not supposed to happen. Okay. We're doing casual strats, because I don't know what happened there. That's another money bag. Like I said, I need 10 overall, because you can't actually skip one of the, like, B's to enter a level, because it's, like, behind a lever you gotta pull. And you can't pull that lever until you have 10, so. Sadly, we do need to collect some money bags. I'm gonna reset here, and that's the first level. I rung a bell. I kind of skipped the cutscene, but yeah. Trust me, I did ring that bell. And now we're off to the second hub world. There's 2 hub worlds. There's this one and like a snowy world. There's gonna be a little penguin jump scare with the Mario 64 penguin, so watch out. Be coming up as soon as I enter this. Right here.
Yeah, the SM64 penguin was certainly a surprise. Yeah, there it is. Was not expecting
Just chilling. Yeah, and you also have to find their baby again. That's like one of the main missions to go to this next level, but sadly we skip it. So here's a little cheeky jump off the snowman. Get up here a little bit sooner. And I actually want to save all my coffee because this next level has probably the hardest trick in the game. I'm sure to see you coming up. Yeah, you can use that tree to get over here, skip that gate, and you can kind of just go behind here because there's no wall. And enter the second level. So this is the big trick of the run. Normally you're supposed to spend like a minute and a half walking around to get to the castle normally. But by using coffee, you can dash off the slope. And normally these slopes you can't jump off of. But it like resets your jump timer. So if you get off the slope fast enough, you're able to use that double jump still. And you can just keep doing that with coffee over and over again to climb this mountain that you're not supposed to be able to. And that should be good enough, I hope. And down there's the castle that I was talking about. So instead of taking like a minute and a half to get there, it only takes like half a minute, which is way, way faster. It also looks a lot cooler.
Oh, that was nerve-wracking for a second. But we're good.
We are good. We have made it. And now we're just going to kind of fall through the roof here.
Hey, we only had to do this once, right? You had to do this twice at the at GDQ, right?
Yeah, yeah, at GDQ.
For you? Yeah. Woo!
So, huge. And I can actually do the proper right now because I have enough money. At GDQ, I was not able to do the proper route because I was low on money. So, here you go. There's a jump here where I have to do a coffee jump off coffee. Coffee gives you slightly more height. You can actually stand on it, as you see here. And by doing it right, you can get up there. Sadly, I missed it. I'll go for it one more time, and if I don't get it, I can just do the other route. It's not that much slower. Yeah, this was like the last addition to the route, like a week before GDQ. So
yeah, understandable that it's not super just yet, but it's about to be.
We got it this time for sure. I don't miss this twice. I do miss it twice, like everyone. We're on the baby route.
Brutal.
The walk of shame over here. You can just dash into this window, luckily. Grab some more money. And I'm just gonna let's climb the tower normally, I guess. Gotta watch out. These spikes also insta-kill you, gotta be careful. But here there's normally there's a boulder that falls. Actually, I'm gonna get it to fall down. Get the money. And I'm gonna grab this barrel and do a little cheeky barrel jump up here. Hopefully I don't mess this up. Put the barrel down. You can coffee jump up here.
Woo, fancy.
And then one more coffee jump. And there's a boss over here. Every level has a boss. You skip all of them in the run, but this boss, I gotta make sure I don't hit the trigger. This one's like actually a Dark Soul boss. I wish I could kind of show it off. But like, it plays a bunch of really intense music. It's super scary. You just have to play the game for yourself. Gotta trust me. It is there. I've seen it with my own eyes.
All bosses runs win.
I'll get back to you on that. Okay, and that's the second bell. And I'm gonna just fall down here on top of this money bag, and then we can exit this level. There you go. Huge. And now that I have coffee to spare, I'm going to use some here to grab some quick money bags. There's one right here. And normally you're supposed to save the baby penguin to get over to this part and unlock like a snowball power up, but you can just kind of coffee jump over. Over to this. And there's another mission over here where you gotta like stop the pipes from freezing the igloos. Or I don't know what the story is. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like you want igloos to be frozen, but you know. You gotta do something there to help one of the penguins. And here's that snowball power-up I mentioned. And now we're back to the main hub. And now we have 10 money bags. How we do? Okay, just want to make sure I didn't mess up the route. We're good, we're good. Over here, we're gonna say hi to the chicken again.
Yeah, I think you mentioned in the GDQ run that you found out that chicken exploit through the developer themselves, right?
Yeah, the dev actually commented on somebody's run of this game. The only other runner, D'Artagnan, shout outs to him. Yeah, the dev commented like, hey, you know, you can attack while using the chicken and you go like twice as fast. And we were like, whoa. We had to route that in right away. It saves a lot of time. Really cool.
Love dev support.
Shout outs to the devs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, and here this lobster, or not lobster, crab wants his kids, but we're not going to help him. He can figure it out on his own. The beach is pretty small anyways, I'm sure he can find him. And here's the last bell tower. This monster just ate it. Very sad. We'll have to go enter. Drink some more coffee real quick, and then boost over. Just give this guy's brain a quick little whack to open up. There's like a door you have to actually whack his brain for it to open. I think that's how it works in real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just gives a noggin a jogging, right?
Yeah, there's a little cat in my brain knocking stuff around, getting me to do things.
Same!
Yeah.
That's not only me. Okay, and there's some hype dance music going on right now. This boss is like a dance rave. It's based off of Great Mighty Pooh. Sadly, we'll not see it down there, because you can kind of just completely skip it by getting up here early and hitting the switch before the boss even spawns. And then we can just reset and leave. And that's all the bells rung. We're at the very end of the run. I found this time save while setting up for this run, so let's see if I can get it. It saves like 2 seconds. We're gonna do a cheeky little death abuse here. Get over to the other side faster.
Wow. Live tech.
Live tech found like 10 minutes before the hotfix. You'll love to see it. Grab the watermelon orb. That's the orbs.
I can hear 2,000 people at home saying orb.
And we're back to the main hub after ringing all the bells. Oh no, it's all dark and gloomy. What happened? Oh no. Go over to the king. Last time we're going to see our chicken friends. Grab the turtle. Where did the chicken go?
Whoa. All right. Moonshot.
And then time's going to be coming up right now. Time. And that's Hobo Cat. There's this really great cutscene. Watch out. Minor gore warning. Oh no, what's he doing? What the cat doing?
Just in case
the lore.
You didn't think this game was too nice looking, you know?
Yeah. Now this game's hardcore for real gamers, okay? So yeah, this is Hobo Cat. I have no idea what the significance of this ending is, but it's there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this run. It's a fun little silly goofy game.
Perfect for this show. I appreciate you coming by. Any other plugs and shout outs or anything you'd like to do before we start getting set up for the next run here?
Just shout outs to the devs for being supportive of the run. They added some stuff even for practice when I requested it. That was really cool of them. Made testing stuff a lot easier. And shout outs to D'Artagnan for helping route the game with me and being the other runner. It was a fun competition we had going on back in the day. Aside from that, no. Thanks for having me.
Of course, yeah. Thanks for coming back again. We had you not super duper long ago with some Muppet Race Mania, and now we got to get along with Hobo Cat here. So I appreciate you coming by a couple times for us now. For everyone else out there, we are still continuing along with our SGDQ Silly Block vibes here, but we are going to take a quick little break here. So feel free to get up, stretch, maybe rescue a little baby penguin of your own, and we'll see you here in just a few short moments. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Awfully Silly. Now, if you're just joining us, we are taking some of the coolest, funnest, goofiest runs from the SGDQ Silly Block and throwing them in these primetime hours so you didn't have to stay up late to watch them. You can just watch them live, and that is also very cool. So before we jump into our next run, wanted to remind everyone as well, Juneteenth, our annual event celebrating Black independence, is coming up June 17th and 18th, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. That is this coming weekend. Join us as we highlight the amazing talents of the Black speedrunning community. The schedule is an absolute banger. Please watch that event. There is some excellent runs and excellent runners being showcased. So I personally cannot wait for it. But another thing I cannot wait for is this next run. You know it, you love it, you probably enjoyed it during SGDQ 2023 if you were watching the Silly Block. It is, of course, Golf It, and it is, of course, the race between Nicole Goodnight and Bath and Jan. Why don't the two of you take it away?
Yeah, Will.
Yeah, woo.
Hi, I'm Nicole Goodnight, and we're here to play Golf It again.
It's true.
For you all.
Yeah,
I'm here with Bath and Jan.
Yeah, my name is Bath and Jan. You can call me Bath, and I still have the audacity to be here and run this game as it is.
If you saw the GDQ run, you might have noticed that we don't have our 3 couch commentators.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Were they
I
fired?
assume they didn't survive the parking lot skirmish.
It's, you know, we don't have to worry
Sometimes
about
there's
it.
some collateral damage. We're legally not allowed to comment on it, but it exists. I'm allowed to say that. So there you go.
I do also want to point out that keep a careful eye on Bath and Jan's hamburger on their bowl. It does have cheese, so I feel like they are betraying themselves.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but you've just divulged my deepest, darkest secret that I am not, in fact, a hamburger hat, but a cheeseburger hat. So how dare you? And may the best racer win, I guess, at this point. Jeez.
The time is going to... I'm sorry, but you're living a lie. The time is going to start when we hit start match. Bath, are you all ready?
I'm all set. Count us down.
Do you want to... Oh my gosh. Do you want to count us down?
Yeah,
go ahead.
I can count you down if you prefer.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you do it. Go for it.
It would be my
Follow your
honor.
heart. Can you do 3, 2, 1, and then like golf, or 3, 2, 1, and then, you know, hit the ball?
Any
Something
golf-related
exciting.
word. Yeah.
Sure.
Any golf-related word.
Okay, for sure. All right,
Thank
here we
you.
go. Both ready?
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Robert Frost.
I cannot believe you've done this.
That's a choice that you've made.
I can't believe you've done this. This is something you did choose to do.
That is a choice that you made. If you paid careful attention to my golf ball here, you'll notice that I've changed my trail from a pizza to a donut. The reason is because live on GDQ stage 2 weeks ago or so, whenever our run was, I did unlock the donut trail. I couldn't find it. It was right in front of my face, which was a little embarrassing, but I was able to change it in the options menu before our run, and now we can see the donut trail that I unlocked
so
during
proud of
GDQ.
you.
So special. Thank you. Also, I love the little donuts. They're excellent. They're great. They do a little bounce. Perfect.
phenomenal.
No notes. 10 out of 10. Yeah.
So you'll notice that we are trying to basically get into the hole usually that we're on. But this is, at least for me, the first instance of a hole. Oh, you son of a gun! That you don't actually go into the hole that you're on. You go. All the holes are loaded in Golf It at all times, but the greens are not. So you're going to see me resetting a whole bunch because it's a
It's because it's a
hole is
strat,
hard,
and not because we're bad at it. But yeah, as Nicole mentioned, so if we're putting on our same green, we can kind of take as many shots as we want, and you'll see us reset a bunch. It's actually faster oftentimes just reset to the start and retry the strat than it is to try to like shoot it from a different position, because we have the speed strats memorized pretty well, but anything that's a little bit unpredictable, not really ideal for a speed run. So oftentimes we'll just keep resetting to our starting point, and that is fine.
Also because you have to wait to hit the ball again until it comes completely to a stop.
Yeah.
And more times than not, again, even if you are going to stop somewhat close to the hole, it's better to start from the beginning than it is to just let it come to a stop and reset the ball.
Yeah, it's very not fast to wait for it to roll to a stop. Physics were a mistake, more than likely. So we mitigate that by
Robert Frost did invent physics, which
which is why we don't like him. Which is why we tell him to kick rocks. So
it's part of why we don't like him. Yeah.
The lore is all connected, we assure you. So if something doesn't make sense, it's okay. In the sort of the metaverse of golf, it does come into play eventually.
The golf metaverse?
The golf metaverse. Yeah. Also, the metaverse of golf. Evangelion is a family-friendly, very heartwarming story of how a boy and his father get along famously. Actually,
oh my God, that's amazing! Wow.
Yeah, they get along famously, and nothing wrong ever happens. Nothing bad ever happens. And it's a great story.
I heard that it was a loving story about a father who built his son a mech because he loved him so much.
Right. Yeah, that does sound familiar. It's been quite a while since I've seen it, but Nicole, is the resident expert, and so can tell you all about it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh my gosh, Evangelion hole does sometimes like to troll. It's fine.
It's kind of tough sometimes. I feel like I get kind of out of my head.
Also,
and then,
chat, you'll notice that we do bring up things that might not make a lot of sense. It's important to the golf lore that we've discussed earlier.
Yeah, it's the golf multiverse I told you about. Don't worry about it. It is important to someone.
To the multiverse, Bath?
Yeah.
It's fine. You know what? Everything is
all
fine.
Related. Listen, I could talk about it for days, but it's all related.
Okay, you know what? That's fine.
Chat, if you don't understand what they're saying, that is a you problem, is what they're trying to tell you.
That's on you.
You should know the lore. Yeah.
We're happy to explain the Golf It lore anytime you want.
Oh, yeah, sure. It all started with Robert Frost being rather unkind to us, so it's not really our fault that anything happened conflict-wise. It just sort of is. So there you have it.
It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is, Chad.
Beth, I lost so much time on, I don't even remember what hole.
I'm still on grass. I'm still touching grass, to be honest. So don't even worry about it.
I just had a horrific thing happen to me.
Oh no, what happened?
I bounced on the green and then bounced clear off the map.
Oh, that occasionally happens, and I don't understand why.
Yeah. Also, it can happen if you bounce in the hole, chat. It's not considered as you getting it in the hole, which does kind of suck.
Well, that's too much.
But it will
also too much.
Just, put you back at the start, which is frustrating. But,
Yeah. Did we practice before this run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you both had different answers prepared for that.
Was I paying attention during practice? Remains to be seen.
I did practice before this run. The interesting thing about this run, too, we
not with
played
me.
the other night, is that we literally played the other night. Is that it's very specific to the setup you're on. Whenever it's actually been difficult getting back to the settings that are our home computers versus GDQ, and it was difficult getting used to the GDQ settings versus our home computers because everything is based off of your mouse movement. So you're aiming, how hard you hit it, where you everything is strictly controlled by mouse, which is really tough when you don't have full control over DPI sometimes and you have to start using a different DPI. It can really, really mess up a lot of holes that are very, very muscle memory.
Absolutely.
It's fun, but it does take a little bit of time to get used to and get back to it.
It's actually, we say this all the time, but it's actually a much more technical speed run than you would expect.
Yeah.
It's for all the reasons that Nicole listed, but also literally from day to day. I'll believe that I may have a hole on lockdown for literally months. And then suddenly I'll load into a match with Nicole or either a co-op match or a race or something. And then all of a sudden I'm it's not that I forgot how to do it. It's just not the same muscle memory isn't doing anything. And it's just because like from day to day, your like shot output might change. It's just like the way you're feeling, maybe the mood you're in, and it's a little bit frustrating at times.
The alignment of the stars, honestly.
The alignment of the stars.
Hole 4, Robert Frost has hurt me today.
Yeah, whether or not someone mentioned Weezer in my chat, so many things could influence.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, well, I wish you didn't say that.
I wish
you didn't quote Weezer at me at this dire hour where I'm trying to race you and be good at the game.
I believe you are winning, if that helps.
I don't think so. I think we're probably in neck and neck. Where if I had to guess. I just finished hole 8 on Winterlands.
I'm on hole 6, my brother in Christ.
Okay, well, my brother in Christ, that's fine. And that's actually not very far away from me. It's okay.
I need to quote Weezer at you.
Yeah, don't.
You know,
please refrain. Please resist the urge.
I care about you.
I care about you too. I just wish you wouldn't use my greatest weakness against me.
I would like to point out that while we were racing on GDQ, Tom said Billy Chili, and I would also like to point out that we do not have our commentators here today.
Yeah, are those two things related? We can't legally say, but I mean, it's always possible that things are related that you wouldn't think normally are.
It's the multiverse.
It is the Golf multiverse. It does have lore. It does have a reason for being.
You have a reason.
Do you have a reason, Nicole?
Yeah, it's to golf.
For being this good at golf?
We've literally been over this. It's because I have hole in my name.
Oh, that's true. Nicole was born to do this.
Yeah, maybe
I am going to take it now.
I won't do it again. Okay, this is a weird place to end up. It's a really weird place to end up, but sure.
Yeah, you know. With ice physics, you tend to end up in weird spots.
In slippery situations. Get it? Because it's ice.
Situations? Do you want to try that? You want to take a lap and try that again?
I do. Slippery situations.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you so much.
There you go. You're doing great. You just need a little bit of...
All I need is your encouragement in my life.
Yeah, I'll give it to you freely. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The string's attached. Yep, absolutely.
Can one string be attached?
Yeah, one can be attached for safety. Because you never know.
Thank you. I don't want to get lost, you know?
Yeah, that's okay. I'll make a conditional just for you.
Thank you so much.
I'll only support you if you tell me.
Single string attached.
Yeah.
Do not, you son of a gun.
I'm going to go for the backup popover. And if I don't get it again on GDQ, I'll cry. Here we go. Okay, this is great. This is good.
Are you on the death hole?
Yeah, I'm on 15, and it went okay. Had only about 6 strokes.
I'm gonna try for the popover, even though, ooh,
I could have more. Blood pressure's rearing. I'm just kidding. So sorry.
I got the popover B. We'll call it pop. Can we call it popover B?
We can call it popover B.
Oh my god, can we call it Papa B?
Oh, Papa B sounds really cute. I love that. Listen, we're making live strats, live official names for things here on GDQ live. For you, chat.
Could you say live one more time for me?
Live.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Can
you actually record that later and put it on the soundboard for me?
Oh yeah, yeah. I would love to.
Thank you so much.
I was going to ask you for an ad read, but I forgot completely what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably think of one later.
Frost. 2 roads diverge in a yellow wood.
There you go.
And sorry, I could not travel both.
Can I get a sorry? Can I get an ad read for like a voicemail that's like Robert Frost themed?
I'm sorry, the caller you have reached is traveling 2 roads, and we are unable to connect you to both. Please try your call again later.
Nicole, you're a genius.
Thank you so much. I do my best.
You're so funny.
We are on Mines now, or at least I'm on Mines. I'm on Mines now too. Like hole 18 of Mines by now.
No, absolutely not. I just got here. We are playing Minecraft.
I don't know if you know, but Bath is actually amazing at this game. It's phenomenal.
Nicole's a god gamer, so I don't know. Personally, I'm just getting by, but Nicole is doing huge plays, enormous strats, and so that's the truth.
Oh my gosh, my ball.
What happened to your ball?
It just got really sassy on hole 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This kind of sounds like Donkey Kong Country 3 music, doesn't it?
I can't really hear it very well.
Oh, well, me neither, but I heard like a marimba. And I'm like, this kind of reminds me of Donkey Kong Country 3.
Software distribution application. I'm sorry. I worked in IT for a long time. Please let me
I was going to say, I was like, do you have something you want to share with the class?
Yeah, it's that I worked in IT for a long time. Please let me
That's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
It is.
I worked in
Marimba
for
was a cool word to
percussion.
say.
I worked in percussion for a long time, so I understood the marimba reference.
Oh, there you go.
There's different
you.
types of marimbas for all.
I don't know all of them, but I do know they're fun to listen to.
You know what? Marimba is just a fun word to say, too.
It super is, isn't it? I love that.
I love that for us.
Marimba. It evokes
Marimba.
the same kind of feeling I feel when I listen to it.
It evokes the feeling I feel when I listen to you.
I gotta,
Oh,
I
what
gotta,
shenanigans.
I gotta pop over on hole 7 on mines, but then I fell short. But then I popped over. I flew too close to the hole.
The metaphorical sun.
Yeah.
The hole is the sun. The sun is a hole. The sun is a circle. The sun is a hole. Circle, hole, we're playing golf hole.
Is this a cult now?
It might
Did
be.
we just make a cult? Okay.
We might have.
Sorry, GDQ. My bad. Nicole's bad actually, but I participated.
Actually, it was you.
If we're okay, that was an interesting hole in one. That's my GDQ that's ever happened before, but connotation positive. I got a hole in one on hole 9, the one where you go.
Whoa! Oh yeah.
But it was like really fast. Probably the fastest I've ever done that hole ever.
I got a hole in one too, but it wasn't nearly as fast as you.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're coming up on one of the. So there's 2 of the worst holes in the entire game coming up.
They're on this map. Amazing.
They are on this map. It incenses us greatly.
To no end.
Which our audience loves. So, we aim to please. Okay, so the first one, I believe, is this one or the next one. I can't remember.
It's hole 12, I want to say.
It is. I am on hole 12. I am suffering. I'm going to see if I can maybe do a trick shot here.
I believe in you.
Way. Oh, no way. Nicole, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
It's okay.
I did like a trick shot.
You know what? That's fine.
You know what? I don't endeavor to, because I do want to hold hands with you as you cross the finish line evenly, but...
I endeavor you always to beat me.
Oh, well, I endeavor you to have a good day always.
Oh my god, I do always have a good day. Oh my god, I got it in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
we're doing really well today.
So sometimes you'll see my mouse go wild, just all over the place. That's because this game has no respect for my boundaries.
Right, and also it is a strat.
Oh, sure, that too. More so that it just,
Absolutely. All right. So the next, there's a challenging hole, not in 16, but in 17. That one's rather challenging. And then 18 is literally the worst hole in the game. So please enjoy it. Please enjoy our suffering.
You're gonna get it in like a hole in one. And
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. So this next hole is called the Doig Swift hole. It is so named because I am rather not great at this popover strat that I'm doing, but one time we thought of Doig Swift, and then I think they raided, and then I did much better on that hole.
They did raid, yeah, and you did so much better on that hole.
Yeah, and so now it's just the Doig Swift hole, because that is not moving. I'm getting a little lag. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little short, so I'm actually going to take a backup strat. I'm going to take an L here. That's okay. It's okay to take an L in golf.
There's an L in golf, which is why you're allowed to do it. That's why you can't take any W's in golf, because then it would be golf, which just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that would be rather nonsensical.
Yeah, so don't do that. I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Because I exist.
Whoa, I got a huge lag spike.
No.
It's okay. It was just for a bit. I think the game was protesting on that front.
You know what? That's fine.
Buckets. I had about 14 strokes doing that. Yeah. I had quite a few strokes. It was great. So now I'm heading on to Graveyard.
That's the popover, by the way, chat, for hole 17. That is a first
the Doig Swift popover. This is fine. So Graveyard has the infamous Cats on Broadway hole. We can explain that. I don't know if we explained that live at the event.
A little bit.
Okay. We can definitely. I mean, I can explain it right now.
We can explain it better. No, not yet. We're not there yet.
Oh, okay, never mind.
What do you think?
We can't explain it until we're there.
What do you think you're doing?
Gaming.
What is it that you think you're doing, Bath and Jan?
Gaming on Twitch.tv/Games Done Quick. Simply gaming. Look at me game.
This map does add a bunch of fun stuff like moving objects, which is not great.
Oh yeah. So we probably explained this before, but each map has a gimmick. So Grasslands was touching grass. And
Grasslands is like your typical golf experience, really.
Right.
Robert Frost's adds ice physics. Minecraft adds moving mines and arrows.
It's the moving mines and also the speed arrows. And then this one is just pain. Pain and
This one said,
suffering.
what gimmick do you want? Pain.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, okay. And then,
Yeah.
oh God, the trumpets. I forgot about the trumpets with this music.
It's Mambo
Chad, I don't know if you can hear my game's music right now.
Marimba number 5.
Marimba number 5. Now, see,
I'm on
that's
the
something I want to
friendship
listen to
roll.
besides this. Whatever this is just...
No matter what happens, I'll friend you forever. I'll just bounced out of here.
Oh yeah, I bounced out of here too. I pretty much love that. There you go. Let's see if I can get this again. Hop over. Oh, okay. Saved by the obstacle. All right, we're good.
Oh my gosh, an obstacle has saved your life today?
Yeah, well, weirdly enough. So those two were very RNG heavy holes because we can't control what appears when, and we just sort of hit it and pray. But they went fairly well for me, not terrible. So on a decent pace, I would say. A decent pace for us, at least.
It's always interesting comparing like our solo versus co-op, because if you don't know GDQ Hotfix, we typically run this as a co-op, but GDQ wants us to fight to the death.
Yeah,
which is fair.
GDQ has some sort of hang-up about making sure that Nicole and I are in conflict.
Oh my gosh, this hole is Bath. I'm getting destroyed.
I know, I am too. Don't worry, I had about 15 strokes there. I'm sorry.
Where
I keep
you
making
at?
that joke. It's not any funnier. I'm on hole 10 now.
Oh, cool.
Also, if I keep making the same joke and you're like, Bath, that's not funny anymore, too bad. That's all I got.
I was about to say, I'll never tell you that you're not funny is the thing.
Okay, that's all. I'm glad to hear that because all I want to be told is that I'm funny, even when I'm not.
Well,
So
you are
this
always
works out
funny.
greatly for me. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks.
You
You're
know who
always
else was funny?
Who?
Our couch. And you know who else isn't here?
Well, they were funny, but, also collateral damage. Sorry. It happens. It's something that happens in life, and they have to accept that.
That's the whole 10 pop over, by the way, Chad. It doesn't often work well for me, but this time it did.
This time, look at this pumpkin. Isn't it neat?
Oh my gosh, it's my favorite.
Wouldn't you say that his pumpkin is sweet?
Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say my pump lection's complete? I'm sorry, that's not even a word. I'm so sorry.
Wouldn't you say that's
also,
a vegetable?
That's the special witchy cauldron. What did Tom call it? Was it witchy?
Witchy britchy? I don't know.
Witchy
Listen.
pot? Witchy? I don't know. He said something clever.
Okay.
But hold
Really?
that,
He said
the
something
fifth one-
clever?
Literally all the time. The fifth one, it will get you immediately into the hole. So it's really good to go for that one, but it's also very hard to aim for that one. Witchy
This'll
bucket.
do.
He called it a witchy bucket.
Oh, witchy bucket's very good. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm recalling this now. Good
that
stuff.
hole 14 is my nemesis.
Yeah, that one I had a little trouble with.
We'll just go in there.
Yeah, just go in there. That's what I say to the ball. It's just go in there.
Just go in there.
Bro, you want to just go in there? Thank you. Thank you for going in there.
Thank you so much. That's the
Cats
other
on
thing, is you do have
Broadway?
to- Oh yeah, tell me about Cats on Broadway.
Yeah, Cats on Broadway started as a bit because when we first started playing this, even before we started learning the speedrun, we could not get into this hole. It is weirdly difficult to get used to, and so we just kept coming up with this bit, kept adding to it about Cats on Broadway who play your favorite Broadway show. They're wearing little costumes, little hats, you get to take them home after, this whole thing. And so if you hear either Nicole or I doing that, also chat, check this out. That was for you. That was for you, chat. That was
wow.
no holds
You are
barred.
actually zooming past me.
Well, sorry.
But I do have these Cats on Broadway, and they're dressed up
Yeah.
as Bath and Jan because Bath and Jan's the world's best golfer. And at the end of the run, you get to take one home.
You get to take one home.
take
You get to
one
name
home.
it. It has a
Name
little
it,
hat
but
on.
probably Bath and Jan.
Oh, that's
Watch
really
this.
good.
Don't watch this.
What about aubergine?
Oh, I do like aubergine.
Isn't that a great name for a cat? Aubergine.
There we go. I hope you weren't watching until that one, because that was the one you were supposed to watch.
That's the one you were supposed to watch, chat.
Yeah, if
specifically.
you're watching before that, that's not my fault.
Yeah.
I
We
do
simply
think my
told you not to
DPI
look
is
at the
off.
screen.
That was a really slow putt for some reason.
Yeah, so now we're at the last map, Pirates Cove. It's got cannons mostly and water.
Mostly.
And
Oh,
you can
you're
go in
right,
the
it does have
water.
water.
You can go in the water, but you can't like take a nap in it. You know what I mean? Like you gotta roll through.
You can skip rocks over it, whereas the rock is your ball, but you cannot come to rest in it.
No, because that's not good.
No.
Especially when you are at mini golf and you're losing without any qualms whatsoever. And B, when your ball lands in the water and then your spouse doesn't fish it out for you, so you have to do it yourself. And
wait, didn't I get your ball for you?
Did you get my ball for me? Well, I know all I know is that my spouse did not get it for me, and I was like, wow.
Well,
wow, really?
You know, like I said, we had 3 commentators before, and now we have none. So
that's what I mean by collateral damage. It simply happens. It's not my fault or anyone else's. So, you know, stay safe, chat.
Beth, I would make you a waffle and egg sandwich if you asked me to.
Really?
Also,
this came up on stream last night. I'm literally going to make that again for dinner.
It sounds really, really good, honestly.
I was like looking at my, this is podcast hour. Listen, GDQ, this is how this run goes normally, so you're welcome. I was looking at my fridge last night, wondering what I was going to eat for dinner. And I was like, what if I just put, and I know I'm not the first one to originate with this idea, so I'm not taking credit for it. So hold your horses. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I put 2 waffles and it together and eggs in between? And then I had it and I was like, this is delicious and the best idea I've ever had. But then I put syrup in it and then it melted. And I was like, okay, that was maybe not the best addition to this sandwich, but still 10 out of 10. Still highly recommend.
I just went into the stratosphere, Beth.
Oh, wow. I almost skipped first cycle.
Oh, wow. You're already at first cycle, Hole?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My
I'm
mouse is
waffles.
like, this is my excuse, which is a legitimate excuse. My mouse is moving real slow, so I don't think Razor's running right now.
Oh no, is your DPI off? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'll do it.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Nicole uses software to like help with your DPI. I throw everything to the wind. I leave everything to the fates. And if I'm just bad at the game, you know, but Nicole actually has strats and like a very specific DPI setting. I have a $3 mouse from Amazon. So I have a 2 very different strategies and approaches for taking a game very seriously.
I use the Razor software, which don't ever use. It's just, I mean, use it if you want. Follow your heart. But if it's not running, your DPI is definitely not going to be exact 3250. Which again, it's very technical run. Really throws you off.
Yeah. You'll have your preferred settings too. Everyone kind of gets used to it
right now, but it feels so slow, bad.
I know in the game I just leave everything default and I plug in my $3 mouse and I pray and sometimes the albatross happens and sometimes it doesn't.
I will say I almost got a hole in one on 14.
Ooh, very nice. We're neck and neck, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Yeah.
No. No, you're on 18. You're on 18.
I'm not on 18. I'm on 16.
Almost on 18? Oh my gosh, you're on 16?
Yeah, no, I'm on 17.
Oh my gosh, you're on 17?
Yeah.
Turn around, Bright Eyes. Shoot!
What did Tom do?
He made me think of Bright Eyes on this instead of turn around after hump, go back behind.
He incorrectly said so on GDQ. Yeah.
No, he intentionally did this. He
intentionally causes you harm. Yeah.
You sassy little sausage.
All right, I am gonna try to. Do you want me to wait for you? Do you want me to just?
Well, are you on 18 now?
Yeah.
Did you just get there?
Yeah.
Go for it. I'm on 18.
Okay, I'm gonna be right next to the hole.
I'm in the hole.
So am I. We tied again.
Oh my God. Did we?
Woo! Yay, tie! What are the odds, GDQ? What are the odds that we tie a third? Wait, how many times? You're welcome. You're super welcome. Wow, what a close race. We tied.
I wasn't actually expecting that. I wasn't actually expecting that, no.
You lied to me? Live on GDQ?
No, I did actually get it in. I was there. I wasn't expecting you to wait. How long were you waiting?
I don't know. How long were you waiting?
I got it in as soon as I got there. I wasn't waiting for you. I wasn't going to wait for you.
It was a tie. It was a tie, right, Tech? Right?
It actually was. It actually was.
Okay, good.
For, legitimately, it was. The shenanigans were at play, but you accidentally tied.
That's phenomenal.
It seemed like you were trying to betray each other, but it ended up being a tie anyway.
We would never
even in betrayal, we remain friends, and we remain true to each other.
Thank you for having us on with this again. It's a joy as always. And I have to always say, if you want to pick up this run, please hit me up. It's a very fun run. I'm one of the verifiers. We can teach you any of the strats you want. You can do like duo games and trio games and quad games to work with each other to get strats down. It's actually a really fun time. And also, there are 2 other maps that we're going to eventually be learning to add to this run, which is terrifying but wonderful.
Absolutely. Do you want to do shout outs and then
sure.
keep this thing
Shout
running?
outs to I guess everyone that comes by stream. You all are great.
Yeah.
Shout outs to our couch that isn't here for reasons we can't discuss. Shout outs to Ghost Feeder, who is phenomenal music that I listen to, again, to the point where they called themselves Golf Feeder. And then months later saw that I had them on a playlist called Golf Feeder and was very confused as to why they were called Golf Feeder. Which
Forgot
is just phenomenal. And shout outs to you, my best friend. Oh, and shout outs to my cat Egg, who likes to come in here and cry when I'm practicing.
Oh no.
Very loudly.
Shout outs to you, Nicole, for being a great speedrunning partner. Shout outs to Tech, and also to Covert Muffin. Both of those parties laugh at all my jokes and make me feel like I could do improv comedy just as a career. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
That's it. Thanks again for having us on, GDQ. Really appreciate that.
I think the pleasure was ours. I'm pretty sure based off of chat and based off of everything, the pleasure is definitely ours. So thank you both so much for being here and recreating this tie. For everyone,
it's a very legitimate tie, thank you.
Oh yes, very legitimate. Yeah, it will go down in the record books as an absolute tie. But for everybody else out there, we are going to keep on rolling with our Summer Games Done Quick silly block runs after we take a little bit of a break here. So everyone feel free to get up, stretch, maybe try to tie a game with your partners at home. I don't know. And we'll see you here in just a few short moments.
Bye. See you later.
All right, welcome back to Awfully Silly, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed the runs we've had so far. We've kicked it up. We got started, rather, with Hobo Cat Adventures and followed it immediately by the incredible Golf It race. A couple of really, really cool, fun, interesting, goofy runs that we had during the Summer Games Done Quick silly block, rather. And we're going to keep that train rolling. But first, I wanted to remind everyone as well that your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick Hotfix. So please consider subscribing if you enjoy the daily speedrunning content. We appreciate it. Now, the next run we have on, actually, surprisingly was not on the silly block for SGDQ, but was what I affectionately refer to as the warm-up silly block, which had a bunch of other silly runs like Loom, which we've had on the show, and as well as this next game, which is, of course, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, and it's going to be run by Retro Brando. So go ahead and take it away.
Hey guys, I am Retro Brando. I speedrun a lot of movie games, whether they are good or bad, and this one actually is one of my favorites. I was actually lucky enough to run it again at SGDQ, and I was up for like 30-something hours, so I was a little delirious, a couple parts. Couldn't get a few strats, but overall the run was really fun, so I'm hoping I can do it again at the comfort of my own home and nail it, you know? That just sounds like the last words of somebody that's about to really miss.
Yeah, we're going to cut to the end. You're at 60 minutes or something.
Yeah. All right. And you guys said you could still hear the game, correct?
Yep, I can hear
you guys good on your end?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. I put it on like 1% volume. So yeah, I'm ready to get started. Are you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
You ready, chat? I can't see you guys, but I hope everyone's having a good day. All right. So yeah, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, any percent easy. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I almost just hit my speedrun pedal, but then I realized that I am not speedrunning on my channel. All right, as I explained on my GDQ run, if you guys didn't see it live, you're going to see a lot of spinning in this run. It's the same speed as Michael's walk, but he's in constant attack mode. The objective to the run is to save all the Katies. This is based off the movie. And Joe Pesci's in it, and that's like one of my favorite parts about it.
The Pesci?
Yep. Depeche mode.
So I do have the instruction manual up with the actual plot of the movie and game, if you'd like me to read that out.
Shoot.
Sure, yeah, all right. So, we start with, goodbye world peace. Mr. Big, the psycho mastermind of crime, is wiping out love on our planet. He and his goons are kidnapping every child on Earth. Mr. Big plans to brainwash all these innocent children and turn them into his slaves. Mr. Big is the ultimate bad guy, and no one knows how to stop him until superstar Michael Jackson, alias Moonwalker, the champion of love and peace, takes charge. Only Michael can rescue the children and demolish Mr. Big and his hoods. To do it, Michael summons his star magic, the superpower sent to him on a shooting star. With moves only he can make, Michael spins, leaps, kicks, and dances. He searches everywhere, from the shady business dens of Club 30 to the tough, rough streets. Gangsters, thugs, and graveyard ghouls leap in his way. In the caverns, poisonous spiders lurk, but Michael outmagics them all. At last, in the technoid towers of Mr. Big's hideout, Michael faces his greatest challenge and summons his most stupendous powers. Be the Michael, and save our precious planet from falling into the nasty grasp of Mr. Joe Pesci.
The end part was just perfect, man. Icing on the cake. Something that
Glad you enjoyed it.
that was beautiful. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
One thing I will explain about the run is that there's a spin buffer strat, which saves a lot of time because you're basically doing two jobs at once. So I'll be attacking on the left, and then I create a spin buffer in a good rhythm where I start attacking enemies on the right while it's still attacking enemies on the left. So it's basically tricking the game to think that, I'm knocking them both out on each side, which is awesome. It's really good tech, and it's faster ways to knock out the bosses. Dance on jukebox, dance on jukebox, beware Joe Pesci, dance on jukebox. Yeah, this game has all the great tunes. And again, I can't see Chad, but if Chad has any questions about the run in particular, tech-wise, anything, feel free to ask, and I will do my best to answer it as well.
I'll keep an eye out and I'll let you know if I see anything.
All right. More in concentration mode today, so I don't forget Katie like I did in the hideout at GDQ. This is just an out-of-bounds fight, 2 kicks and a jump spin. Beautiful. That was Club 30. And the next level is the streets, and we'll be playing Beat It, which is a good song from the Thriller album. All right.
You get the Home Alone houses in the background.
Yeah, I can't unsee that. I wish people would stop memeing on these stages, because then I'd start looking at it and having to reset it. But yeah, the background does look like the Home Alone logo, like the center house.
Well, that's beautiful. Because the first time you were on the show was speedrunning Home Alone, right? So
yeah, it was actually. Yeah. That is a good point.
Yeah.
Comes full circle.
That's right.
Yep. Hopefully I get this. So this fight's really basic, but sometimes these they come in like doubles, so you're gonna try to knock them out at the same time. So this is good. This is like 3, 4, and then just spin, spin, jump, spin. But sometimes they'll go out of sync, and I can't get them both at the same time, so I have to knock them out individually. I almost just asked you to read donations. I am delirious.
Well, I do have a couple questions if you want some.
Yeah, shoot.
Well, one question was, Brando, are you okay? Are you okay, Brando? Hopefully the answer to that is yes, but you never know.
I think when I get a full night's sleep, I'm going to be fantastic. Thank you for checking in on me. I appreciate that.
Good. And then somebody else asked, why run Moonwalker? Was it a game you played as a kid, or was it something you came across being an easier game to run, or what led you to the Moonwalker?
Why is everyone asking me questions? I'm just kidding. I totally asked you guys to do that. That's actually a really good question, to be honest. I'm a fan of Michael Jackson and his music and stuff like that, and I actually grew up with this game as a kid, and I still own the copy since I was a kid. And I used to actually, when I was younger, I used to like dance like him and stuff like that, and I used to actually get paid to do shows and stuff like that, so that was a pretty fun time. I'm gonna punch this guy in the face. He just messed up my spin buffer strat. But yeah, no, this is actually, to me, like one of the best Sega Genesis games. I mean, in terms of just graphics, sound quality, and everything, it's a really well-made game. And it says in the credits Michael Jackson was a part of this project, so I'm honestly not surprised. But yeah, and it's also a great speed run. You're just dancing the entire time, and it's a very swaggy run. It's a lot, because I speedrun a lot of games, but this one is definitely up there for me. And, I've been running it on and off for years, and I just recently got world records, so I grinded that pretty low, yeah, because I was saying this, but I did mess up the time. Well, actually, let me focus on this fight real quick. It's just a bunch of dogs, and there's one dog in particular you gotta hit. But I'm just gonna go all out and hope, if my lineup is right, it's another out-of-bounds fight. It's the fastest way to knock this dog out, but it can either spawn on the left or right, so let's see. Oh! We got it. We didn't get that at the...
Nice.
yeah, that was really good. We didn't get that at the SGDQ run. Fortunately, got bad RNG. Totally forgot what I was talking about before that, but here's the woods level. A lot of people expect Thriller, but it's not. You want to tell them why, Al?
Yeah, they weren't able to secure the rights to Thriller, so they have Another Part of Me instead.
Which is from the Bad album. I actually really like the song Another Part of Me, so I think they made a really good choice to use this song. It just kind of fits the atmosphere of this stage.
So funny,
Let's see if we can get this double hat throw real quick.
Couldn't get the rights
This
to a
one's a little bit tricky.
Michael Jackson song for a Michael Jackson game. Okay.
Yeah, and he bought the whole Beatles catalog. But I think the prototype did use Thriller from just the levels alone and to the dancing segments of the songs. All right, we're gonna do.
There are ROM hacks out there.
Yeah, this is gonna be a super spin buffer, like double the damage, double the fun. Hee hee, yeehaw. So let me see if I can get this. All right, so you got to spin and grab this thing at the same time, just like that, and the game still thinks he's spinning. As you can see, there's the oh, this is actually good RNG setup too. So yeah, the game still thinks he's spinning at the same. Bubbles, what are you doing, dude? Stop. He leads you to the boss fights, but sometimes even he gets confused. Let me just focus here. 1, 2. Come on. Oh. Beautiful. So this fight,
Nice.
if anybody grew up playing this game, this is like one of the hardest fights in the game. It was not fun. So to find a really quick strat just to get it over with, and super fast, it's just awesome. Do 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 do. I'm focusing so bad. This is a redemption run now.
So far, it seems to be more in your favor than the SGDQ one, so that is great
We'll
news.
talk about that after Caverns. Caverns is just one big maze, and also I want to land early here. I can land farther out, but if you go too far out, it gives you a bad spawn where you can't do this strat instantly, which is the zombies have to jump a certain length, and then you just hit the end of that ledge there and just do a single hat throw. Nice. Yeah, Caverns was always a tough one. Like, there was someone that actually just commented on the video and just said they couldn't get through Caverns, and I'm just like, hey, man, you're not alone. Well, I didn't comment and say that. I just said it, like, in my head, to comfort them, even though I didn't actually technically say it. But, yeah, it's a confusing one. And this level's a really good example of, like, moonwalking. It is an important move in this run. Because if you just walk through the spider webs, it slows down Michael's speed. So if you moonwalk, it just gives him his normal speed. So moonwalk tech is a pretty big thing in this speed run. Because some people didn't know if moonwalking actually has like any benefit, but it actually does. And it's up to chat, because I know some of you guys couldn't catch an early run for GDQ. At the end, there is a pretty quick skip. Where Michael does a dance and skips the entire robot section, because at the end he does have to be a robot, but we found a skip for it years ago. And it's about 30 to 45 seconds slower. That's how I set the estimate. So, it's fine either way. So if you guys want to see Michael Jackson turn into a robot, that 30-second loss is completely fine with me. It's for you guys. So here's the spin buffer. Just like I said, it just has to be in rhythm. You can easily break it if you don't spin. It's just like spin, spin, spin. So if you just like wait a little too long, go a little too early, you can break that spin, and then they'll start to spawn again on the left. And that 2 jobs at 1 steal I was telling you about, it's a no-go anymore. All right. Okay, I just was gonna do something else and hit that guy, but instead he just did a kick and just walked off. But yeah, on easy mode, the zombies are the toughest. They still take 2 hits, but like on normal and hard, like the henchmen will take 2 on normal and 3 hits. Another interesting thing is there are 2 versions of this game. When I started running it, people ran Rev 00 where you can actually clip through this and just drop all the way down. But the end fight with Joe Pesci, fighting him in space, is actually a lot. It takes it's a long fight. It takes up to the second file. So okay, I played that safe there because I was thinking about Joe Pesci and fighting him in space, and I got kind of nervous. So I had to take it kind of slow. I was actually in there, like in space fighting him, so. All right, so we're gonna be finishing up this one pretty soon. And Conception, you did say you wanted to pick up this game pretty soon, right? Have you actually played this before?
I have not played it. But I was not a Sega kid growing up. I was more of a Nintendo kid, but I got a Genesis. And I'm always looking to, find games like this. I love, similar to you, movie tie-in games. So this one's on the radar. I don't have a copy of it yet, but it's on the radar.
Heck yeah, man! I think you'd like it. It's actually a pretty well-made game, like I said. 2, 3. No, Dwayne.
No, not the rock.
No, the rock's gone. I actually used that for this strat coming up, so we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. We could probably just get him to... Let's have fun. Let's get a little dance going. Even the spiders are dancing. You guys don't really get to see this often, so...
I never noticed that the spiders danced.
Yeah, everybody
I haven't
dances.
seen the strat before. That's funny.
There's a lot of these ghouls. Just gotta take them out and make sure these spiders don't bite your toes. Alright, yeah, that was still fun. Anytime I mess up a strat, the good thing about the game, it has great recovery in terms of just like doing something swaggy in return, and the dances is always a nice backup. Alright, Cavern 3. Wow, this is flying by. Another area where you just moonwalk for a little bit, jump spin, point attack. So yeah, it's just one of those games where you don't really get much of a cooldown. Like every single move matters. There's not really much segments where you're just kind of walking forward and chilling to get to the next area. Every single move one after another does matter. It all kind of connects. It kind of gives me there's a game I ran that I really, really like. It's called Flashback, and it kind of gives me flashback vibes a little bit. Because it's just kind of move after move after move that all kind of connects. Okay, that was good. Yeah, so far this is not too shabby. Yeah, the only downfall with spinning is it's considered like it's one of his magic powers that does drain his health. So anytime he does rescue Katie, he does get his health back. So the one thing is spinning is like one of the best things you can do. As you can tell, he's constantly spinning in the run, but you still got to watch your health meter because once you hit the red, he just starts punching people, and it actually you need it for a lot of these strats. So, all right, that was a pretty decent caverns. I do want to try to get. This is something I found right before I took a break from this game. Let me see if I can get it. It involves the buffer and kicking that rock. But once they get super close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kick. Okay, so his star power, if I just got a little bit closer, it would actually knock out that last card, saving a second, instead of going all the way against the left-hand side. All right, last stage, Joe Pesci's hideout. Bad. There is a skip coming up in the second stage here that I did not get, but I will try to get it this time around. It requires knocking out all the missiles at the right time. Oh, I'm about to actually. This is the Katie I forgot right here. I just casually walked past it when I went back and watched my run. I gotta watch out for these things. So yeah, chat, would you like to see Michael Jackson turn into a robot at the end, or would you like to see the skip? Completely up to you.
Ooh, I'll keep an eye out. I'll see what chat leans towards.
Yeah, if you want to see him, yeah, just let me know. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Nice. So yeah, again, it's just knocking out enemies on the left and bringing it to the right. But yeah, you just got to really focus on that spin buffer because, again, it's pretty hard to mess up. All right, let me just focus here. Let me see if I can get the skip as well so I can show you guys this. One of my favorite stages when I actually do a good job with it. I just think it's such a cool stage and the combo work is awesome. All them laser dodges and phasers. Ooh, almost got that. That's okay. This happened last time. I can fix this. Yeah, last time I didn't hit that missile before dropping. Let's see if we can get this. Got it.
Woo! Nice.
Nice skip. That fight is the worst fight in the game. It's those 3 like army soldier guys. They are super tough. And if you mess it up, you have not much health to fight back. So I was glad that I recovered during my GDQ run, but I feel really good now.
It's a really long fight too.
Oh yeah. Because normally when I don't get it, like I usually just take the death and try it again. But we ended up, making it, which was a nice recovery, Sometimes you may not get all the strats, but as long as you're having a good time, that's what it really comes down to.
It does seem that robot is winning. I do see some skips in the chat, but I see more robots, I believe.
All right, I think I'm going to do the skip because I did 2 GDQs where I turn into a robot. I want you guys to see the skip. So you got to spin like right here and then cut it. And I may not even get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There has to be at least 8 enemies on the screen to get this. Sometimes it looks like 7, but the 8th one will be like off the screen. But look how quick that was compared to turning into a robot. Nice. That was a really good skip. And that was actually just recently found. I hope that was okay, guys, because I was messing with that a couple weeks ago. And if you're able to spin just a little bit early before Joe Pesci walks off doing his Joe Pesci stuff, you can save like another second or 2 because the lineup's quick. I'm about to call time. All right, come here, Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. Joe. That was a really good fight, too. I'm about to call time.
That was quick, too?
Yeah, wow. Okay, I feel really good about this now.
That was a great run.
Yeah, thank you. All right, ready? Time.
That was nice. I'll tell you what the timer. I'll tell you in 1 second. Just got to wait for the timer to catch up here.
No, you're good. Take your time.
1918.
Nice. That's good. That's really good.
Year.
Yeah, that was good.
Good year. Sure.
Yeah. Year I was born. I'm so delirious, guys. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it too in chat. And it was nice because on my GDQ run, I think I got like a 20-30. So that was a huge improvement. So anything like, again, like sub 20 for a marathon run is very solid, especially with the new tech and how optimized this run has become. But again, Conception, thank you for having me. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys again had a lot of fun too, and I hope I explained the tech well enough so you guys kind of had a bit of understanding. You're basically just dancing the whole time. We'll just keep it simple that way. But yeah, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. That was incredible. Any other plugs, shout outs, anything you want to do before we start getting set up for the next run here?
Just shout outs to the Moonwalker community. I mean, it wouldn't have gotten this far without like all the great runners that play this game. So shout outs to all you guys. You know who you are.
All right, awesome.
And shout outs to Al and you guys as well for doing such a great job on your show and stuff like that too. So.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Hey, no problem, man.
Awesome. Absolutely. Love to see the love. We appreciate it for sure. And thank you so much for being here for the second time. We've had a lot of repeat runners on tonight, actually. So, but all new games that we haven't had on the show. So it was, I'm very thankful you were able to come on and run this for us. Sleep deprived or no. So appreciate you.
Well, I'm very thankful that you invited me back. I enjoy your show and it was a pleasure, playing another great movie game. So.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate it. For everyone out there, we are still trucking along. We got 3 more Silly Block runs for you today still. So we got plenty of content, but we are going to take a little bit of a break here. So feel free to get up, stretch. Why don't you try to learn the moonwalk in this 5 minutes? I want to see how well you do in chat. And we'll see you on the other side in just a few short moments. All right, welcome back to Awfully Silly, everyone. We have been hanging out and having a blast going through some of the runs from the Silly Block of SGDQ 2023 that just happened a week or two back. We've had Hobo Cat Adventure, Golf It, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, which actually wasn't a part of the Silly Block, but I think fits pretty well into the theme of the show, despite being a pretty good game, pretty solidly built game. And of course, we have the next run, but before we want to get into that, wanted to remind everybody, if you happen to be watching on YouTube sometime in the future, be sure to press the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, feel free to come on over to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick if you're interested in looking at our live content. That's going to start weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'd love to see you. So, without further ado, there are some games that are good. There are some games that are bad. And there are some games that require you to use a roll of toilet paper with a Joy-Con inside it to play it in its most comedic way, at least. And we have the third choice here for you. We have Give Me Toilet Paper, and it's going to be run by Oscar424. So, Oscar, I guess the floor is yours. The roll is yours. Let's get rolling. Whatever you want to do.
Chat, I've done a very cheeky thing. Well, the current world record holder, Uncle Slam, and I have done a very cheeky thing. The run you're going to see that was at SGDQ, it's not the run you're going to see today. We've broken the game even more.
And the last thing you want to do is break your toilet paper.
Yeah, I had to change from a practice roll to a new roll. But for those that don't know, didn't see SGDQ's Silly Block. Anyway, yes, this is my controller. You'll see a Joy-Con right there. This one is just here for comedic effect. But if you don't believe me that this is how you're supposed to do it, once it checks to see if the software can play, if it can't be played, then we got something awkward going on. But
as if we don't already.
Yeah, we don't have anything weird. But it tells you how to use the toilet paper. But while I skip through this and you can kind of read the instructions, I will have my wonderful TP party introduce themselves, starting with the current world record holder of this category.
Yeah, hi, I'm Uncle Slam, and I make poor life choices, apparently. And I don't regret them. Again, for whatever reason.
No regrets. And this is not the start of the run, just FYI, not the start. So, Baka, Dathis, feel free to introduce yourselves as well.
Hi, I'm Baka Shinobi. I am fresh meat for this. I get to go and see all the fun stuff.
Hi, I'm Dathis. I am here to enjoy more runs of shenanigan quality. That is why I'm literally here.
Yep.
That's why we're all here.
Pretty much. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of very wild speedrun tech that we have done and added to this. We've made this a legitimate speedrun, everybody. We have plenty of time, so we're going to keep on trying to do a lot of these because I really want you to see these cool skips, aka walls or suggestions. But I'm ready to go. Everyone's ready to go, hopefully. If not, too bad. So we're going to go in 5, 4, 3.5, 3, have to do that. 2, 1, start. You know, I guess it would help if I actually showed the toilet paper cam.
Just do a no TP % run and don't tell anyone.
Right? So this is something that Uncle Slam literally just told me about. There we go. Oh,
Hey, first try.
I kind of have to skip the saw blades a slightly different way because I was a little too slow, but...
what are hitboxes in this game, by the way?
They're adorable.
I'm sorry, what are those?
Yeah, they don't exist in this game.
You said a word. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Slam, if you'd like to talk about why this skip is brutal and I hate it.
Yeah, so effectively, you can go left and right as fast as you can physically move the real life roll of toilet paper. So in doing that, you can jump immediately from the left side of the screen to the right or vice versa as quickly as you reasonably can. And that can also be used in later levels to completely bypass lasers, though we probably won't be doing that this run because that is an absolute pain on the wrist.
You mean room 12? I am absolutely going to try room 12.
Remember, can't stop, don't stop.
Hey, Bach, I have a question for you.
Oh, please.
Would you ever run this game while we're waiting for this auto-scroller?
Right now, I'm enjoying having rest, so I'm feeling tempted not to.
I mean, this isn't no TP %, aka break your wrist %, so you're good.
No, I'm not good at this. I am in the presence of people who are, and I know that, that's definitely not my skill set at the moment.
Did you start with no TP %?
I kind of did. Also, this is another skip that you did not see during the run, and I'm not very good at it.
You got this.
Oh!
Hey, first try.
Hey!
I'm sorry, what's that about being
You
not
know
very good at this?
what? You know what?
I'm feeling a bit lied to.
We are rolling with this, and you know what? There was a comment that was made on Reddit, I think, that I'm totally stealing this joke, and I said I'd steal this joke. And since many of us came from the Final Fantasy IV for Enterprise community, Give Me Toilet Paper is the best role-playing game that I've ever played.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know whether to laugh or boo.
Yes.
Why not both?
Very much
I
yes.
can't go and say anything bad about it. Austin's really into it.
All right. Chat. Channel energy. This is Slam's favorite skip. I just have to don't stop the roll.
So I ended up finding this skip the same day as Asuka's run at SGDQ, and I've affectionately called it the Slam Why Have You Done This To Us skip. It is by far the hardest skip in the run, in my personal opinion, and so far it's not required for world record, but it helps.
Right, and it's because you said this was only a no TP, kind of a task, if you will.
Basically, yes.
And then I said,
and in case you're wondering out there in Twitch chat, yes, we have already considered TAS in this game.
Don't stop the roll. I'm stopping the roll. This is the problem. We're gonna try this. Give it a couple more tries. We have plenty of time baked into this. All right. Don't stop the roll.
We want the roll. Don't stop the roll.
We'll do one more try. Do one or two more tries. It's like, of course I hit it perfectly beforehand, and now it's just like, you know what? I'm about to ruin this girl's career.
The fact that you're going for this at all in this category is amazing to me.
There it is. Hey!
Again, hitboxes. What are they even?
Yeah.
There's something that only exists in fighting games and other games that live to make you suffer.
Right? AKA this
Fighting game.
And The Quiet Man.
And fighting games with suggestions.
Right? It's like...
Well, I mean, people go and complain about them, when they lose to the hitboxes.
Right. All right, this one is not so bad. Ooh.
I've not seen that before.
I can normally get down there a little bit faster, but I hit that bounce at just the worst possible time. It's like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this skip.
Yeah, so there's
when I can hit it.
First try. That is actually way harder than it looks.
Okay. That last laser is the bane of my existence. We're just gonna, that laser's like, you know what? You did that skip and that's cute, but actually not.
Yeah, there's a lot that like goes into that level. Because normally what you're meant to do is you're meant to hit the spring below that on-off switch and hit it that way, then wait for the lasers to open up the path to the next on-off switch. But if you hit it before you even, have the opportunity to hit the spring, then you get to skip an entire cycle, and it looks beautiful.
Oh, it's so buttery smooth. Also, I like kind of sneaking in between those two spiked rolls, which I'm pretty sure are Skynet. And bounce. Wee, 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 wee.
See, I like how you claim that they're Skynet and I claim they're Scott toilet paper because they're very spiky, and that's exactly what Scott feels like.
No, that feels way too smooth for Scott's.
Ooh.
I mean, looks way too smooth.
You may have a point.
We got some toilet paper tea being served here, and I am here for this.
Hashtag not sponsored, by the way.
Hashtag not sponsored, but please. With as many rolls of toilet paper as we go through, yeah. Also, Slam, we need to figure out how to skip this one. Just FYI.
Trust me. Once I figure out how to phase through the floors consistently, consider it as good as done.
Yeah, that is the slowest, most boring portion. Okay, I got a little bit too close to the saw blade right there. We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, get you, by the way.
Oh, absolutely get you. All right, now this one, Slam found a really good route to this, and I said, you know what? Let's just make it easier. A lot safer at the expense of a few frames.
Looks so nice that way too.
Oh God, it's beautiful. Is this okay? Is what I'm doing here the way you do it?
Yeah,
okay.
it is actually pretty much spot on. I also discovered a relatively new strat where you can actually move the toilet paper fast enough that its hitbox completely skips the hitboxes of the lasers. Oh yeah, you can just go through spikes, by the way.
Yeah, walls are
sometimes
completely optional. Spikes, yeah, they're fine. Just those spikes. None of the others. The others are still mean.
Walls optional. Sounds like a high school bathroom.
So
the lore runs so deep.
Just run with it. I got nothing. And boop. And boop. Boop.
We're getting plenty of the necessary questions in the chat about the most optimal toilet paper for speedrun usage.
Well, world record currently uses Angel Soft, so do with that knowledge what you will.
And I use Charmin. I always forget that saw blade at the end. Rip.
It's a killer.
It literally is. And nope, there we go. It's like I get so excited, and then that saw blade's like, oh, hi.
Yeah,
okay.
One of the many parallels.
Are we doing happy skip?
Ahead.
Are we doing happy skip?
Do it.
Okay, so there is a slightly slower strat of doing this, but it looks so clean. And it was found by somebody by sheer accident. That skip right there. It was found by H2O Happy Dude while he was learning the run, and we call it the happy skip.
It's only like half a second slower too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not much
Something
of
like
time
that,
loss, which is fantastic. But it looks so much nicer than falling down. That yeah. I'm not. Ooh, hi. Whew. And nope. I get to go in front. Go away. Yeah, so that one you kind of want to get in front of the spike rolls. Nope. The game is like, you considered getting past them, but actually, no, we're not going to let you, and that's fine. Does the ply number affect speed? I use 2-ply. I don't know what Slam uses.
I use 2-ply,
Okay.
yeah. Well, what's interesting is that we were actually talking about this before the run. We're thinking about maybe seeing if it's worth it to, take half a roll, just take half the toilet paper off a roll and get a lower diameter, so that way we can roll around theoretically faster.
I've been able to do that without hitting the spiked roll, and it's nice.
Yeah, you need really crisp and clean movement for that.
That's what lasers are for.
Yeah, because you can completely bypass that sprint too.
Yeah, we're just gonna... Whoa, excuse you! Skynet, please! There are friends present. How do you wipe with spiked toilet paper? Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
You practice.
Like I said,
just
yeah. Oh yeah, we should probably mention the fact that, like 31 rooms into a 32 room game, that this game actually has lore.
Oh yeah.
So as you can see, this gentleman, yeah.
Just
that toilet.
It's on fire. Everything's on fire. Because also, let's got it.
Including the toilet paper.
I almost roasted. It's like I've been able to do it once, just completely blind falling through the end right there. And now the game's just like, oh, I remember that you couldn't do this level on the GDQ main stage, so you know what? Anywho, time. We're just not gonna let you do it now. But yeah, the quick rule of the lore is gentleman went to the restroom, forgot toilet paper, and us being the kind and benevolent toilet paper deities brought him toilet paper, and a few weeks later, because apparently that's how long it took for that to get all fixed, he's super happy because he remembered toilet paper this time. Look, the lore, it's deep. This is riveting deep lore.
I mean, I think we saw a whole bunch of toilet paper rolls. It just happened to be all Scots.
Or as we said in at GDQ, it was the actual hotel rolls. Those are the super spiked one.
Can confirm. Those are rough.
But yeah, that is Give Me Toilet Paper. That's almost all of the things you didn't get to see at GDQ. A lot of the new strats. I'm dead serious when I say this is a really fun run. It's a very short run. It's getting more and more technical every single day. And it's like, if you want a surprisingly difficult speedrun, pick this up. You probably have enough coins at the Nintendo eShop to buy it. It's like $5 otherwise.
Yeah, it's only $5 on the eShop, so literally your real life rolls of toilet paper are probably more expensive than this game. So if this interests you at all, please consider picking it up. Asuka and I are always happy to see new faces play in this game, so.
Yeah, it is great fun. Quick shout outs for comms, where can they find you?
I am Baka Shinobi, and you can find me at Baka Shinobi on Twitch.
I'm Dathis, and you can also find me on Twitch at Dathis. I occasionally speedrun games when I'm not chained to a restream dungeon.
And I am Uncle Slam. You can find me at twitch.tv/IamUncleSlam. Just make sure you remember the L in Slam. Otherwise, you'll find some dude that's not me and has probably never heard of this game and will be very confused if you try to bring it up on stream.
Right? I'm Asuka424. You can find me at twitch.tv/Asuka424. I've been getting back into streaming, finally. And I'll be doing this actually in a marathon coming up in like a month or so. So I'll be doing more toilet papery goodness on stream and trying to break the game even more. But yeah, that's all we got. I'm glad everyone enjoyed this, and do try this game. I can't stress enough, it's absolutely a treat.
Listen, this game may not be number 1, but it is most certainly number 2.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that one. That's glorious. That's glorious. Thank you, Asuka, for running this, and excellent commentary from the couch, as there always is. For everybody out there, we still got a couple more runs left, some really good ones that you definitely won't want to miss. But before we do so, we want a little doggo on stream action there. There you go.
Freya says hi.
Hey, Freya. While we are getting set up, we are going to take a bit of a break here, so feel free to get up, stretch, use the bathroom, and we'll see you here in just a few short moments. Welcome back to Awfully Silly, everyone. I hope everyone has been enjoying the show so far. Of course, if you're just joining us, we are hanging out with a bunch of our favorite Summer Games Done Quick Silly Block runs. So far, we've ran through Hobo Cat Adventures, the Golf It Race, the Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. We just got done with an excellent showcase of Give Me Toilet Paper, and we have one of the all-time classics coming up here in a second. But before we get to that, I do want to remind everybody that we got hotfix content kind of going all the time throughout the week. For example, right after this show is going to be an episode of Out of Bounds hosted by Kung Fu Fruit Cup. That's a show about glitches and strange interactions within speedruns. And this week's episode features The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Yes, that's right. We're going from Give Me Toilet Paper to a Zelda game. That's what your Monday includes now. So I hope you are looking forward to it. And we, of course, have hotfix content throughout the week. That's going to start most weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. Feel free to come and check us out anytime. But for now, I think it's time to jump into, as I said, one of the all-time classic awful/silly games. One that always sticks in people's heads. Whenever they see it, they can only think of one word, which is, of course, Pepsiman. And it's going to be run by the Flying Marlin. Go ahead and take it away.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is the Flying Marlin. I will put this toilet paper down because we have passed that. We have passed the toilet humor section of the night, at least for now.
You with us, Marlin?
And we are now going... Yeah. It's not showing up. And now we are going on to the Pepsi section of the night. Was some wrong there?
All right, we are going to be right back in just one moment. Got to fix a little tech on our side, but we'll be right back. Just 1 second.
Okay, so...
All right, I believe we are back with Pepsi Man. Apologies for that little delay. Marlon, why don't you take it away from here?
All right. Yeah. So this is Pepsi Man. We're going to do away with the toilet paper and the toilet humor, at least for now, and going on to soda. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this run with the cutscenes because that is, one of the all-time great silly parts of the run. So without further ado, I think I'm ready to get started with a brief countdown. I'll be in 3, 2, 1. All right. Oh.
Hey, let's start the game.
Luckily, I have toilet paper to clean up the carbonation here. So yeah, this is Pepsi Man. That man was Mike Butters, and you'll be seeing him a lot throughout the run. Pepsi Man is now about to get his first mission briefing.
Pepsi Man, you got here just at the perfect time. I got a call that a vending machine ahead ran out of Pepsi, and I was just on my way there when I got a flat tire. There are a bunch of people gathered in front of the vending machine. They want Pepsi. And the word is that they're just about to riot. I plan to head over there as soon as I can fix this flat. But it looks like it's gonna take some time. Can't you do something, Pepsi Man?
All right, so yeah, as you heard from that Pepsi delivery guy, his truck can't make it in time, so we gotta basically refill the machine if we get too angry. So yeah, this game is a lot like Temple Run, except with a lot less repetition and a lot more Pepsi.
Temple Run could never, by the way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, Temple Run. That game was like, that was a thing for like how long? Like 6 months, and Pepsi Man, I mean...
Pepsi Man is forever.
Pepsi Man was 1999, and we're still talking about it today. So yeah, this show is awfully silly, and so as Chris told you, this show does showcase awful and silly games. This game is strongly in the latter. This is not an awful game at all. This is genuinely difficult. So yeah, this part right here, I'm in a trash can, and the movement is inverted, and I have to be very careful and deliberate with my movements. I'm dodging most of the cans here because at the end of the level, the game takes a bit of time to tell you all the cans, and if you get any cans at all, it'll beat the record, which is by default 0, and with a little jingle. So I unfortunately did not dodge all the cans in this level, so we will be hearing the jingle for a couple seconds at the end, but that is a speed strat.
It's still very funny to me that the speed strat for Pepsi Man is to avoid Pepsi.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of dramatic irony in this game, and apologies to any English teachers because I know I really misused that term.
Nah, it's perfect. Well done.
Also, yeah, in the first couple levels, Pepsi Man is causing a lot of collateral damage to people's houses. Also to all the stuff that's falling out of the back of the trucks. So, basically, the game is divided into 4 like stages or worlds, and each world is divided into 3 levels. And this first stage is set in San Francisco, which will become very obvious soon. More collateral damage time. Right there. Sorry, lady. Sorry, bookshelf. Woo. And now it's time for us to put on skateboards.
Radical.
We are now rolling. Now we are rolling around at the speed of sound. Sonic Adventure 2 came out in 2001, and as I said earlier, this game came out in 1999. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little sus.
But yeah, this is very. This is very clearly San Francisco. We gotta dodge the cable cars and go down these streets that are so steep it should, probably be illegal. We're gonna dodge more furniture from trucks who, forgot how to close the back doors. And now we're coming up on these Pepsi machines where we're supposed to refill it with Pepsi because Pepsi Man's only superpower is to spray Pepsi out of his hands like this.
The sound effect makes me laugh every time because it sounds like somebody just going up to a microphone going.
And there are no particles coming out of there. Well, that's probably how they got the sound effect. Oh yay! It's the Pepsi truck. Oh no! Pepsi Man. So yeah, as I said earlier, I mentioned there are some, tragically ironic sequences in this game. This is one of them. This is where Pepsi Man is now being chased by the one thing he loves, defends, and stands for the most. See, so yeah, the third level in every stage. Oh, my dog just walked in. The third level in every stage is an auto scroller where you're running towards the camera. All you can do is just jump and move side to side. Yeah. And this is a pretty short one. It's about 30 seconds. They get a bit longer towards the end, but basically, this is just a war of attrition to survive to the end of the level. Did right there. And that is the first world of the game done. And we got 3 more, so sit tight.
Right. If I remember correctly, this game was a Japan-only release. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting that they picked San Francisco in their Japan-only release.
Well, the idea is that this was. Oh, hold on.
You're doing pretty good.
Why, thank you.
Have a Pepsi.
That applies to all you watching at home, too. Have a Pepsi.
Next stage.
So the idea was that this was a tie-in for a series of commercials that Pepsi ran in Japan, starring, the mascot Pepsi Man, who would basically deliver, see to American teenagers to make it look like Pepsi was a hip American drink.
Pepsi Man, there's a building on fire just ahead. We need to get there immediately, but look what's happened. According to reports I have heard, they got the fire under control, but there are some people that couldn't escape fast enough and are trapped on the roof. They are extremely exhausted, and it doesn't seem likely that we can get first aid to them in time. Can't you give them something to help revive them, Pepsi Man?
Yes, it turns out we can give them something to help revive them. Spoiler alert.
I just imagine
So
somebody
second
with a
level.
broken arm and you just come up there spraying Pepsi out of your hands.
Yeah. So they never say it in the game, but like this, I think in the manual it says the second level is supposed to be New York. Specifically, it's in New York where everybody has forgotten how to drive and only can crash into walls and stuff.
Someone get
So we're on a barrel
with
now.
PMC Trilogy and Fretzel. They'll check on that for you.
So now we're on a barrel, and this. Oh, oops, that was to the left. Yeah, and that's it right there. If you take any damage on the barrel, then that's a loss of a life, and you have to go back earlier. Once again, I'm avoiding the cans, but the thing is, if you get enough, if you get 25 cans, for every 25 cans you get in a level, you get a new life. So you want to stack up a little bit. Past more, just fires and stuff and crashing vehicles. So now we're going to go onto this bridge that is being repaired, and good riddance because it's it's certainly in need of repair, as you're about to see. This is a very difficult section, and the game can have a tendency to kind of speed your inputs, so you got to be very deliberate with how you move here. Right. Yeah, the girders are just falling, and there's bottomless pits, which are insta kills. So you got to be very careful here. But we made it across first try. All right. So yeah, now we're getting the requisite Pepsi halfway through the run. Pepsi halfway through the stage. So Pepsi Man, like on all of his missions, he still stops and finds time to drink a nice, cold, refreshing Pepsi from a vending machine, which leads the question. Does he do this because it replenishes his power, or does he do it just because he really wants Pepsi? We'll never know.
I'm kind of disturbed by the answer.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. People may be in dire straits on top of a burning building. There's always time to get some Pepsi. So now we fell into the sewers, and Pepsi Man needs to find a way out. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is actually, in my opinion, the easiest level to get 0 cans on. I think I got 0 cans on the second level, but this one's also fairly easy to say it. And I realize by saying that I probably jinxed it, and I'm probably going to get a couple. But
that's usually how these things go. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Commentator's curse. So in this game, we've been running on rails, but now it's time to do that literally. This is one of the many things in this game where I suggest you do not try to do this at home. Do not run on subway lines, whether active or under construction. Whoops. Yep, there I got a can.
Yeah, there it is. We called it.
What did I tell you? So yeah, now we're going to go into a subway station, and there's a lot of people in the subway station because it's a New York subway station, and they're always crowded. Try not to cause any collateral damage, but we probably will. Oops, sorry.
Yes, apologize to the NPC.
Yeah, I'm so Minnesotan, even just a random 2-dimensional PNG I have to apologize to. So for me, it's like a requisite thing where whenever I finish that level, I have to, mine Pepsi Man's phone tips of the people. Yeah, this is quite literally Subway Surfer right here. So now we're going to be chased by this very suspiciously familiar-looking pizza truck. Take a look at the logo on here. If you missed that, don't worry, you'll be able to see it towards the end. But the logo looks like something that a company that Pepsi Man really might not want to associate with.
Legally distinct cola, if you will.
Yeah. Oopsies. So the tricky thing about this level is that the larger barrels, instead of, just slug someone down and keep moving, they'll just they'll just stop him dead in his tracks. So you got to be very careful. You have to get stuck behind them, otherwise they can just basically one-shot you if you're good enough to get out of the way. So I did make a couple mistakes, but fortunately this is the same every time, so here we go. But now look at the red pizza logo on here. It's red dash pizza with a little twirly line underneath. Where have I seen that before? Funny thing is, that's actually basically one of the commercials that they aired in Japan of a red truck with a censored out logo of a rival company was chasing Pepsi Man down a back alley, and he had to run away from it.
Pepsi for TV game.
Pepsi for TV game. That's one of the great lines in this game.
Line.
So now we're gonna talk to this very, very, very calm army guy who's gonna send us on our next mission.
Pepsi Man, a plane full of passengers had to make an emergency
I love
landing
this
in
guy's
the
voice.
desert. We were on our way there when the helicopter broke down. Fortunately, no one was hurt or killed. But in the middle of nowhere, right in the middle of the desert, and they are all exhausted. Another helicopter is on the way, but it looks like it's going to take some time. Isn't there anything we can do to help them until that helicopter arrives?
You can probably figure out how he's going to help them, you know. So yeah, if you really like the Wild Guns run that was at SGDQ, and you love seeing Buffalo Boone up there, you're in luck because this part of the game apparently takes place in Texas. So yeah.
Yeehaw!
All right, so yeah, we're now on this highway. I don't know why Pepsiman's on the highway as opposed to. Oh, whoa. Okay, bit of a misstep there, but you know, let's go over there again. I don't know why he's on the highway and he can't just run across the desert where it's very flat. Whoa. Jeez.
Truck's after you.
Need to focus a bit. Yeah, I know. Oh, whoa. Okay. Don't worry. That's embarrassing. This is going to be a game over screen, but don't worry. We'll start right at the same point. As long as I hit continue. This is an area that I actually haven't had a lot of trouble with this one area lately. So it's
Texas is
weird.
Texas is a lawless place sometimes. They'll just run you right over.
This is awfully silly though. So you know, more silliness, of course. Oh, whoa! That's a very weird situation to get in where you can run between the two. Yeah. Oh, now I'm actually over. We probably need a bit of quiet time here just so I can focus on. Oh, this is fine because there's invincibility frames. There we go. There we go. All right. So up next, I'm going to do a very precise trick. It's going to basically damage boost here. All right, there we go. First try. So that was basically just like in my GDQ run. I got first try. So basically, what I did was I basically sprinted a very precise time to land with a lock. I basically did damage boost where I stopped. So stopped with me. And the idea was that I could do this after taking the damage with still in place. I did a trick where I stopped and then immediately canceled the stop out with a dash, which got me up to full speed right away. And then that basically allowed me to damage boost with the invincibility frames through the truck, which saved about like 20 seconds because normally you're just behind that truck and you just basically have to dodge the logs that are falling out of the back of it. So yeah, that saves like 20-30 seconds. That's a huge trick. It always feels great to get that one. That basically kind of makes for all the spaghetti that we saw earlier on.
Yeah.
Talk about a spaghetti western.
I guess I like it. I have to like it.
Apologies for those finger guns that I just showed on the stream. The rootin' tootin'. Yeehaw! Well, we got more text right after this. But no angry bikers. Because there were angry bikers there, but we just basically managed to outrun all of them because they're not. If you hit them, they can one-shot you, which is very frustrating. The level design in this game is very good. You just have to figure out how to make it through levels without dying, and you have to basically figure out the best between enemies and obstacles, and it's very rewarding when you figure it out. So. Yeah, that is one of the reasons why this is not an awful game by any means. It's genuinely challenging, albeit short.
Mm-hmm. I know I definitely could not play this game to this level. This is Marlon's making it look a little easy, but it ain't easy. I know it's not.
It ain't easy, yeah. So we were on a dirt road earlier that had a bunch of giant boulders sticking out because I don't know what kind of civil engineers they have in that part of Texas, but that's the roads they have. And now we have this. Now we have to go over these bridges on this thing. That was very. Well, those bridges especially can be very difficult to get through. So, yeah. Now we're in a mine because it's what Old West. So we do is in a mine with giant boulders that are trying to crush us. But unfortunately, there are no artifacts here that belong in the museum. So we're just gonna have to run through here with no Ark of the Covenant or. Crystal Skull, that was really the friends we did along the way. I can't think of any other indie.
No, I'd argue that Pepsi Man himself is an artifact that should be preserved.
Yeah, Pepsi Man. That's what the next Indiana Jones movie is going to be. Just Indiana Jones and the quest for Pepsi Man. That. All right. So all these boulders will just flatten you in one shot if they hit you. There's only 3 left here. All right, and there are the people landing. So if you look on the right side of the screen, there's some guy in a tank, or left side actually. There's a guy in a tank top who's just flexing. He's on the right side here. His sprite here. It's just I can't really impersonate in this chair, but it's so funny.
That twist looks uncomfortable, borderline.
Yeah, I know. Especially if you're in an armchair. Uh-oh. Buffalo are still after us, so we gotta. Oh, yeah. So I never took a physics course in my life, but I'm pretty sure this is how physics works. You know, you run into a big thing of logs, and then they all roll in mass like this. I think that's how Moonwalker works. Like 5 seconds after you run into them, this happens, and they just coordinatedly spit out logs. That's physics.
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, this is, you might have noticed differently, the obstacles are coming from behind us instead of in front of us, so we have to react differently. But this is also a very formulaic pattern. It's one of the most formulaic pattern in the whole game as far as auto-scrollers go. Whoops. I took 1 damage here, so I have a bit less time to react, but I've pretty much memorized this level, so it's too bad. And then we can get out of Texas and go on to Pepsi City. That's right, Pepsi City. Do not say anything about where it is. It's just Pepsi City, and yeah, you'll see. It's truly something to behold.
I wish I lived in Pepsi City.
Yeah, it's that might change after they're watching this next level though, because it's you'll see something. I'd crush this along with him, but there's still stuff in here, so I don't want to ruin anything here. I don't want to ruin all the electronics I have around me. Pepsi for pizza.
Pepsi for pizza.
So now for Pepsi City, we've got our briefing here. The straits are truly dire here.
Pepsi Man, it looks like the main computer of Pepsi City went out of control a little while ago from being overloaded. All the roads are affected by the computer and we can't move ahead. There isn't enough Pepsi for everyone, and violence has flared up amongst those wanting Pepsi. Exhausted people are collapsing because they can't refresh themselves with Pepsi. If it continues like this, there will be a worldwide shortage of Pepsi, and we'll have a real problem. Can't you do something to put the computer back in working order?
All right, so yeah, we basically have to figure out how to fix the computer at the Pepsi factory. Yeah, Pepsi Man is now on an IT mission, so good luck to him.
He really can't.
So this is Pepsi City, and try to guess what the driving economic force in this city is just by looking around. I'm gonna do another damage boost here. I can't do the damage boost because I got the wrong animation there, so unfortunately that's not. So I'll just do a slow out. That's fine. They're death there. Oh, so what were you saying?
I was saying, if I had to guess their, main source of their economy, I'm gonna guess coal.
Sure, yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, it turns out that all the Pepsi truck drivers have forgotten how to drive. They're just crashing left and right. Although to be fair, there aren't really any other vehicles in this city, so other than Pepsi-themed ones. I think that if there was a record for the most advertisements per second, this level probably get it. I don't know how many times the word/logo of Pepsi appears throughout this level, but it's probably just a truly mind-boggling amount. It's this level is work of art.
Yeah, as someone who also runs marketing in the form of video games with the Burger King games, yeah, they don't even come close to the amount of marketing that this game shoves in your face.
So this is a lot of road construction with a bunch of giant potholes that are left unattended. But as a resident of the upper Midwest, it's nothing that I'm not used to, so I'm just speeding right through here. Now we're about to enter the Pepsi factory. All right. Now here is a weird plot hole. I thought they're out of Pepsi, but Pepsi Man has still managed to find a machine that has Pepsi in it. So it's just something that took me a while to realize that it doesn't quite stack up.
We're watching you, Pepsi Man.
Yeah. I think he might be doing some, I think there might be some sort of Pepsi laundering or something like that happening here. I don't even know how that would work.
Pepsi laundering.
So yeah, now we're inside of the Pepsi factory, and we're on the conveyor belts. So fun fact, this is almost an exact replica of the main Pepsi processing plant. Another fun fact, I just made that up. This is almost certainly not a real factory. I don't think real factories look like this, but this level is actually really well designed because it's got like 4 distinct segments. Each of them have like themes, different, you know, you need to get through them, and it's really cool. So that's the first segment. And I forgot to, I jumped a bit too late there. Yeah, you have to be really deliberate with your inputs for a lot of this game. The controller is not the best like mine. Yeah. Oh, I got a bit unlucky there. So don't worry, it'll just start over at the beginning of this level again. My bad there. It was that's the frustrating part about that level because you can the conveyor belt can be kind of cruel, and they just after you've taken damage, you're just lying on the ground, but the conveyor belts can kind of push you back or forward into one of those chasms, and you basically have to slowly accept your fate and start over. Like that. Okay. Let's try to focus a bit more on this. Oh, here. Ooh. Okay, on the right side, okay. That's funny because the game doesn't know which conveyor belt was on there, so it was like, oh, forward, backward. All right, there we go. Whew. And I jumped there. Now it's time for the pipe. So this is really cool because you have to you basically have to memorize this whole section at a time because there's so many jumps and things you have to do. This is another great example of level design because this is one of the places where you basically have to. You basically have to build up the muscle memory. And when you play it casually, and when you finally get it right, it's so satisfying just to get the payoff. So yep, now we're in this section, which is just a bunch of weird floating floats and cycles, and just time it up precisely to get through. And now the final section, back to the Sonic Adventure 2 style. So it turns out that Pepsi is not only a soda company, they are pioneering a top-secret hoverboard technology that we gotta use here. And the curvature of this hallway can be very misleading sometimes, so you gotta be very precise with dodging. Oh! Right as I say.
Yeah.
But yeah. Right. My heart's kind of racing right now. Not because of the anxiety of the game, no. Because of all the caffeine and sugar you can get in a cold, refreshing can of Pepsi. All right, so apologies for that. Now we're going to start over at the beginning of this level.
That's all right. It happens. This is a brutal game. Especially this level is absolutely brutal. But aside from the end, you were making that look really clean, though. I was quite impressed, mesmerized, even.
Yeah, I was doing pretty well in practice, so I think that goes to. I think it was only a matter of time before all the bad orange.
Well, that's just how it goes.
I should say they're really is no RNG in this game. It's all just, you know, it's all free through. So it's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought you were going to get completely wedged between those two crates.
Yeah, it can be kind of unpredictable here because of just all the hitboxes in this game aren't always the most intuitive. But yeah. Okay, so I gotta be very careful here because
brutal.
I misjudged that, but like, yeah. So basically, the Pepsi logo in the upper left corner is actually our health bar. So the smaller it is, the less health we have. We have 3 health normally. When we throw more less health point, it'll be flashing. So some more Pepsi cans to replenish that. All right. Oh man. Send Pepsi. Or give Pepsi. What's that emote where it's like give RNG, give NRG or whatever, but give Pepsi?
Give Pepsi. Someone make that emote. That's got to be out there somewhere, right?
I think it has. Well, that one voice crack there. I think it has already. I'm pretty sure that there are people. I think some Pepsi runners have made that for like FFC or something. But yeah, I guess quite literally Back to the Future, because sponsored hoverboards are the future. Deal with it. All right. There we go.
There it is.
That's it.
That was clean.
First try. All right. So
that was clean. That was clean.
That's just ignore all the other. But yeah, it's sometimes you know the runs where all this happens are the most fun ones because this is awfully silly.
You just get to let go now. You just,
So yeah,
no pressure.
So yeah, Pepsi Man basically fixed the computer and got it back online by spraying Pepsi at it. So I highly suggest you do not try that at home with your computer, unless you can stop all the other options. Oh no, not again! Now this is like the grand finale here. This level is about a minute long, and time will come when the camera starts to pan out. So get ready on that. But yeah, so the thing is, there are cans that are being spit out underneath this can, but the thing is, they're coming out at slightly different speeds, and some of them are a lot faster than others. So there are parts where it looks like the first cans are going to be coming from one place, but then another group of cans spit out at a much faster place. It's like speedrun right there. Here's going to be like a pretty notorious example. So right there, the 2 on the right were coming out slowly, but then the 2 on the left came out really quickly. So it kind of fools you there. One of my favorite details is that the mailboxes say Pepsi on them, which leads me to believe that Pepsi somehow runs the postal service here. So
United States Pepsi service, baby.
Yeah, United States Pepsi. I did not think of that. So yeah, time will be coming up in a few seconds. So get ready on that. And time. Woo! All right. We still got a couple of short cutscenes here. So get ready to watch those. All right.
You got it! Yeah!
Watch the scarf in the background. The Hollywood scarf or banner in the background fell down there, which is so funny. I don't know if that was if they had somebody behind the scenes knock it down or if it just happened to fall down then, but that's a great detail.
Pepsi, only my choice.
Only my choice. I still don't know what he was looking at. Was he looking at the TV there?
Maybe he's looking at the fact that the credits played in front of his TV, and it's like, what's going on there?
Yeah, that's but yeah, that's Pepsi Man. It's that wasn't I made a few issues. As you can see here, the clumsiness, it's definitely part of who Pepsi Man is. They have like a reel of a bunch of possible ways that Pepsi Man can die. So he's a very clumsy hero. And in case you didn't have enough toilet humor after that last run, we got one last toilet joke here.
Pepsi is Excuse me.
Oh my gosh, the presence of the cannons. Oopsie for toilet.
Pepsi for toilet game.
So yeah, that's Pepsi. Yeah, that's Pepsi Man right there.
Awesome. Well, that was really well done. Any
Yeah.
other like
Yeah.
shout outs or plugs you'd like to do before we get set up for our last run of the evening?
Yeah, shout outs to you and everybody else at Awfully Silly and behind the scenes for help making this work. Obviously, all these runs were from the Silly block, but getting another maybe have for those of us in the States a bit better time slot. That's really nice to have. Shout outs to Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to Pepsi Man, especially. Yeah. If you're looking to run a nice challenging game that's also pretty satisfying to run, and if you think that this looks like a fun game to run, it's a really fun game to run, and I'm sure there's a lot more speed tech to be found. So yeah, feel free to pick it up. Check it out on SRC too. I think there's a few guides there. Yeah, I didn't really have anything planned out. So yeah, stick around to enjoy the other runs, I guess.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you so much, Marlon, for running that. I mean, I keep saying, it's just one of the classics. I'm surprised it took me 2 years or so to put this on my show because it is just one of the all-time greats. And yeah,
I mean, when I first heard about this game, this was like 8 years ago before I got the speedrun, but I was like, I need to play that game. That's just the perfect mixture of absurdity and fascination.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for being here and for running that and making those incredible plays, because that game is hard. I can tell you from firsthand experience. It is not easy. But for everyone else out there, as I mentioned, we have one last run for you on Awfully Silly tonight, and that will be coming up after we take a little short break. So feel free to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, maybe grab a Pepsi. Why not? And we'll see you here in just a few short moments. All right. Welcome back to Awfully Silly. We're getting geared up for our last run of the evening. In case you have missed it, we have been thoroughly enjoying some of our favorite runs from the SGDQ 2023 Silly Block. We've had some all-time gems. I highly encourage you to go back and not only watch the VODs from the GDQ, but the VODs from this episode as well, to compare and contrast how well those runs went in comparison to the onstage performance. But before we get over to our last run from the SGDQ Silly Block this time around, I wanted to remind everyone as well, you have one last chance here. We're looking for new hotfix shows and showrunners. So if you're interested, use !hotfix in Twitch chat or go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix to submit your ideas. This can include bi-weekly shows, limited show runs like Ocarina Improv, one-day events, things of that nature. Submissions made before June 13th will be considered for these open show slots. And if you're looking at your calendar, you'll see that today is June 12th. So you want to get your submissions in, if you have any, to as soon as you can this evening, if you can, so that you can be considered for the new show slots that we're looking for shows for. So I highly suggest doing so. But without further ado, I think it's time to jump into our finale run of tonight's episode of Awfully Silly. We're going on a journey. We're going on an adventure, and one might even call it a quest, a Stair Quest, and it's going to be run by David TKI. David, the floor or the stairs is yours.
Hello, I'm David TKI, and I got to ran this at I ran this at GDQ, and joining me once again, I have on commentary the wonderful Flannel Cat.
Oh, hello, it's me, Flannel Cat. I came back.
You always come back to the stairs. There's no escaping the stairs.
There really isn't, honestly.
Alright, so I'll go once again with my spiel for this game, which is that if you've ever played an old Sierra adventure game, King's Quest, Space Quest, Police Quest, along those lines, the earlier games would have had some walking around. They would have had, perhaps, some staircases that had no handrails and were very easy to step off of. the entire game of Stair Quest is that. And it's wonderful, it's delightful. When I was on the GDQ stage, I was rushing through the game to try to catch up the schedule, but let's slow it down a little bit and appreciate the game. So I'll go ahead and go through this opening narration. The realm of Castleswood is in despair, as famine, war, disease, and natural disaster wreak havoc upon the land. Good King Jonathan seeks the counsel of a wise old soothsayer. Seek ye out the orb of stars, she tells King Jonathan. Says the king, the orb of stars is but a legend. The soothsayer replies with a sly grin, even in legend may one find the truth, my lord. So King Jonathan dispatches his bravest knight, Sir Devon, to quest for the fabled orb of stars. Little does he know, his own daughter, Princess Ingrid, has also set out in search of the legendary relic. And that wouldn't be out of place in a Star Wars intro. Do you think?
Nope, that's perfect.
I mean, I think it fits very well. What an epic quest we're about to embark on. Now, David's at a very important choice right now. We need to pick between Ingrid and Devon. And Ingrid is very good at archery and has noblesse... How do I say that word? Noblesse oblige? But Devon gets that edged weapon bonus and is very chivalrous. This is very important to our adventure. So what do you pick?
I'm going to play as the princess because I always play as the princess.
It's a good choice, honestly.
Alright, so we ready to get this... Oh, before we start, this game does have a text parser, and you can input commands into it. So I would like to see some suggestions from chat on what commands I should put into this parser. Usually of the form verb noun, and the most useful noun, of course, is going to be stairs. So let's go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go ahead and get up these stairs here. You can see, I'm walking on the stairs, turning the speed up. I shall retrieve the orb of stars and prove to my father that I'm the equal of any man in the realm. That went a little bit fast.
The idea of Ingrid just kind of snuck on this quest at the behest of protest of her father, and David has set the game speed up to the fastest possible thing. You know, go ahead and read your thing.
More stairs? No matter, I must continue my climb. The orb beckons to me. Yeah, this box goes away faster when the speed's on fastest. So I may need to read it multiple times. But then we're getting to this third room, and this path is really, really narrow, and I really should not be making that look as easy as it is. So my tip... Oops,
Chat wants you to type the forbidden command in.
Kiss okay. All right, kiss stairs. As you get down on one knee and offer up your puckered lips to the stairs, you are struck by the absurdity of the situation. Of course, you should get down on all fours and do this. You reposition yourself and plant your kitty appendages straight on a particularly alluring seam. After a few seconds, you contemplate if you should. Should you? Maybe. Yes. You slip the stairs a bit of tongue.
This game's got romance options, and they're all with the stairs.
Yeah, I saw one more. Count stairs. You start counting the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's as far as you get before you realize this is pointless. Okay.
I like to use elevator.
Yeah, me too. Let me go ahead and get through this room because the distraction of actually stopping.
All right, I got.
Has thrown me completely off.
You might notice David is getting points. We're gonna get all 500 points by the end of this run through strategic and very good stair-based gameplay.
Stairs, so many stairs. What does it all mean? Am I being tested by someone? Something? Okay, use elevator. What is elevator? I know not of such a device. Well done. That would have come in really handy right about now. And, rock.
Hey, a rock.
That's okay.
That's a fast-moving rock.
Uh-oh. I have to redo that room because I skipped the narration.
We are playing this game on the fastest speed possible, and you do get to set that. This game also has a boss key if you can find F13 on your keyboard.
What?
Item, stair repair, stair replacement, stair construction, stair R&D, $27, or miscellaneous $27. My family is starving.
Okay, alright. But to activate that, you press F13.
Yeah, just hit F13.
Oh, I'm completely distracted right now. Okay, back to it. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Each step brings me closer to my goal. I see in chat, destroy stairs. The stairs are impervious to your attempts at destruction. In fact, they are quite hurt that you would even think such a thing. Summon dragon. Not now. Darn. Okay, alright. So we've got another room here that is really quite difficult, but is based on Sierra's The Black Cauldron, which, did you know Sierra had a game that was based on Disney's The Black Cauldron? Did you know that?
I did not.
I did not, actually.
Yeah, well, this is very difficult, but there's a couple of blue pixels to the right of the stairs, so you can use that to help you figure out where is safe. Here.
Oh, yeah, was that safe?
No! Okay, I like stairs, error stack on the floor. Summon stairs. You're clearly smarter than this game's parser. Of course, we programmed the parser in 2 weeks, so that's not saying much. Okay, stairs. Say the word enough times and it hardly sounds like a word anymore. Stairs. Oh no, oh, there are cats here. Anyone remember King's Quest 3? That's what these cats are a reference to.
What's that cat with the blue hair and the tail?
I'm pretty sure that's a unicorn. Look, unicorn.
I think it's a cat.
I'm sure that's just some exotic breed of cat. Okay, alright. Well, we can get ourselves through here, and then lick stairs. Tribute. Can I say that out loud? Was outlawed in 1315. Besides, you can get all sorts of infections doing that. Ask Michael of Douglas. He comes stairs. You're too busy becoming a hero to become that. Okay.
Alright.
The air thins, my legs burn, yet I continue for my king. Important question for this next room. What is that yellow stuff?
Is it sand or is it water? Or acid? You decide. Chat, I want to hear your opinions on it.
I saw a suggestion that it was butter.
Oh, I love butter. Big fan of that.
I can't believe it's butter.
Well, now we can ask Ingrid.
Yep.
So when do your archery skills come in handy?
My what?
Your archery skills.
Use bow. Right now, the only thing you should be using is your feet to climb the stairs. I'll let you know.
Yogurt, I like it.
I was gonna say Mountain Dew, so just to stay in the Pepsi theme.
What flavor of Mountain Dew is yellow?
Back then.
Oh, I guess the basic Mountain Dew.
It only had like 10 colors back then, right?
I'm so used to the melon and the Code Reds and the blue one that I just forgot Mountain Dew comes in classic flavor.
Yes.
So, I'm falling way more than I usually do, and part of the reason for that is I'm just so used to muscle memory that when I slow down and think, I get wound up. Confound these infernal stairs, for everyone I ascend 1,000 more vex me. I like the
now
suggestion.
We're in the easy room.
I
really like this next room.
Descend stairs. You have arrow keys for that. Use them. Versus shoot I. Sorry, but you left your fantasy gun in your other fantasy pants. Okay, alright. Yeah, this is an easy room. Let's go up. I must continue my climb. The orb of stairs can't be much farther.
Chat's been mentioning escalators.
Okay.
Can we attempt to use one?
Okay, use escalator. What is escalator? I know not of such a device.
We should pet that llama.
Breathe stairs. Let it go, Alpha. Okay. Pet llama. You can't reach the llama. And don't you think that's a bit forward anyway? Alright, well, let me just go ahead and get through here. This is another fairly easy room, but one that's pretty easy to get tripped up by. Inspect stairs. You see stairs. So many stairs.
I like the llama's ears when you're on fastest.
You'll have to be more specific. We'd love to give you a list, but we feel it's more fun if you come up with your own. Alright, well, let's go. Step by step, I've come closer to reaching the top. Every step must be placed so that I don't fall off. Alright, well, I'll go ahead here. But double back the third and fourth times so that you only have to go through 5 doors. I must continue my climb. The orb of stars can't be much farther.
So this room is really a nightmare, but David's a gamer and knows to skip in it.
Why stairs? Why not?
So usually you have to stop and start repeatedly to slide on the ice, but David knows just the right pixel here
It's
just
not
to
that one.
fall right off and die.
Okay. I'm lined up to go here. That's the one. Heavy panting. It's that. Can it be? Yes, it's the Orb of Stars. All that effort was worth it. Your quest is nearly at an end.
This is probably the end of the game.
Did they sneeze? Insult stairs. You start to think of some clever insult, but immediately feel ashamed at wanting to degrade yourself to such childish behavior. Slide downstairs.
I want you to...
Sliding is not recommended on this precarious terrain. Eat stairs.
David, I want you to get to the top of this, set it to slowest, and fall off and show chat what happens.
Okay, but first let me eat these stairs. You fall to your knees and attempt to take out a huge chunk of one of the stairs, believing that you can somehow absorb their awesome powers by consuming them. Your attempts fail, but now you have gravel in your teeth. But yeah, we have found the orb. So yeah, let's get the Orb of Stars. Oh yeah, well, up is safe. Get orb. As you reach out,
have to type get orb.
As you reach out to grasp the Orb of Stars, you hear a booming voice emit from the sphere. You have not yet proven yourself worthy, Stair Child. You must return to where you began your ascent if you wish to claim your prize. With a bright flash of light, the Orb of Stars disappears. You turn around, breathe a weary sigh, and begin your descent. Well,
you should slow and then walk off, just because chat needs to see how slow you move on slow and how long it takes to die on slowest.
Oh, I've seen 2 redeems for orb in chat. Oh, that's good. Okay, alright. Kick stairs. The stairs are impervious to your attempts at destruction, unless it's a love attack. Stair love is still legal in this region of the kingdom, and make stairs. Could you try rephrasing that? Okay, chat, can you try rephrasing that, please? Okay.
So we got to go back down. We've got 12 points. We're a far cry from 500.
The Orb of Stars says I am not yet worthy. What does it mean? No matter, I must prove myself and save the kingdom. I don't know how to slip back up this slippery path. By the way, the path is slippery, and I'm slipping on it on purpose to speed myself up, but...
This is why this room is terrifying, because a Yeti chases you the whole time, and if you don't know the slip method, it will just catch you.
Okay. As my legs carry me deeper, the air tastes sweeter. The stairs take it, but they also give it to the truly worthy. Am I truly worthy? Okay, I see invert stairs. I don't think that's a good idea. Beg stairs. Begging for mercy from the stairs is very unbecoming of a hero. Build stairs. There's a perfectly good set of stairs here already. Create stairs. There's no reason to do that. Climb stairs. That is indeed the objective, young adventurer. The arrow keys are your friends. Stairs. Marrying stairs. I like that one. You can't do that, at least not now. Oh, that's because
Can you propose to the stairs? There you go.
While stair romance is still legal in this kingdom, the church has yet to decide on whether they recognize matrimony between a person and stairs. Okay, alright, I'm just gonna go down now. Let's see.
Yeah, at some point we are running this game.
Yeah. Roast stairs. I don't understand. Okay. Alright. Who invented stairs? Are they named after their inventor? Nice to meet you. I'm Sir Reginald Stair, and I invented the very stairs you're standing on right now. Would you care for a pastry?
Yes, I would care for a pastry.
I'll bring you some at RPG limit break. I'm serious about that. I am actually trying to figure out how to transport pastries to RPG limit break. Name stairs. I didn't recognize one or more of those words. Could you try again? Teleport stairs.
Probably
you
stairs
forgot to
I didn't
hit.
recognize.
Oh, you forgot to hit Alt plus D first. Also, that won't work. Did I? I guess not. Okay. All right. Let's go. As I retrace my steps down the same staircases I ascended before, I can't help but feel my quest is being unnecessarily extended. Remove stairs. That would kind of take away the purpose of the game, wouldn't it? Also, it is impossible.
We're almost at 500 points, y'all.
We're getting close.
Uh-huh. What if
All
the
right,
stairs?
let's revisit.
What if the stairs are a metaphor for something deeper? Life's journey, good and evil, redemption.
Is it acid, butter, or sand?
The stairs do not seem comfortable. You're not that tired anyway. Your quest awaits completion. Roll downstairs. You're traversing potentially precarious terrain. Do you really want to start rolling anything?
Can you fall down the stairs?
Fall
Not
down the
walking off,
stairs.
just...
The whole purpose of the game is not to fall off the stairs. Win game. The only way to win this game is to see it through. As we all know, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And in this game, that journey is up some stairs.
It's actually down some stairs. Thank you.
I guess the person's not smart enough to realize that I'm actually going down, not up. But let me just say more often just to get myself through this revived stairs. I'm overwhelmed by your vocabulary. Can you dumb it down a little? You slinky. Okay, darn. Alright. With each step, I feel that I am descending deeper into the pits of hell. What does the orb want from me? Ponder orb. Nope, you're going to have to go all the way down. Stand on the floor. This is either not present or not as important as the beautiful stairs in front of you. Alright. Well, let's just slip our way past these cats. You know what? I'm gonna pet the cat. You try to ingratiate yourself with the little felines. They seem uninterested in your diplomatic advances, though. Yeet stairs. Nope. Am I descending or is the kingdom rising?
Really tough question, actually.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to see like highly technical explanations about what's going on or see this game beaten quicker than you can blink, the GDQ run is there for you. However, this is Hotfix, and we are here to have fun now.
Yeah, so this is quite a bit slower than I usually do this game. It's been a while since I did this. You know, hey, the falls are intentional. I'm just trying to have fun. That's it. Yes.
And we appreciate Conception very much so for giving this opportunity to us.
Try ascending the stairs, and their secrets will undoubtedly open to you. Get these stairs. You should really concentrate on climbing the stairs instead of stuffing your pockets. Greet stairs. Hey, well met, good sir. Excuse me, I'm a madam. Stomp stairs. Can't do that. Buy stairs. The stairs cannot be bribed. They are relentless and they do not show mercy or pity, and they will, well, rest all the time.
Thanks for playing Stair Quest.
Pet stairs. You give the stairs a quick but satisfying stroke with the palm of your hand. You catch yourself cooing gently to them before you leap to your feet, brush your knees off, and decide not to be weird anymore. Contemplate stairs. You can't do that. Awkward stairs. You rack your brain trying to come up with a fitting opening line to initiate a conversation, and you come up disparagingly empty. Come in here often? No. How's it going? No. Want to make out? At least buy them dinner first. You decide to remain quiet. Paint stairs. No reason to do that. Sue stairs. I'd advise against it. It's probably got a better lawyer than you. Hug stairs. You throw yourself on the stairs, arms splayed, and attempt to wrap your very being around the awesome stairs. You miscalculate slightly and crack your jaw on one of the steps. You take this as a sign of affection. Okay.
And off we go. Thanks for playing Stair Quest.
Speedrun stairs. That's what I'm doing right now. Kind of.
You're watching that.
Speedrun
sort
stairs.
of.
That is not clear. Okay, alright. It's becoming difficult to tell where I end and the stairs begin. What is left of me when the stairs consume my every thought, my every action?
Back to
dance on
after
stairs.
This room. We're gonna go back to the hardest room in the game.
You are never going to dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Okay, alright. Well, let me go ahead and let me get through these next two rooms.
Thanks for playing Stair Quest.
Can I ask y'all to keep track of the requests and feed me any good ones once I get past the really hard one? Because I'd really like to get past some of this. Does the hero's worth lie in the foes she has vanquished, the lives she has saved, or is it the stairs she has climbed? Okay.
I'm telling y'all, this archery is going to come into play sometime soon.
The what?
The archery skills that Ingrid has. They're coming into play one day. Just wait.
I mean, she's probably got a good range of voice. No, that's not what you mean by. Oh, I don't know. I'm confused by all this stuff.
It's typically not what archery is, but it's about it.
Why stairs? What does it all mean? There must be some meaning behind it all. Okay, give me some good things from. What if we?
No More Today is the devs team name.
Okay.
That
Punch
wasn't clear
stairs.
earlier.
Okay, done that already. Request stairs. Ask stairs. I didn't quite get that. Could you try saying it in a different way? Hack stairs. There's no reason to do that.
You know, Stair Quest 2 is coming one day, maybe.
So close now.
Stair is
Can't
human.
give up. The people of Cass's Wood are counting on me. After a long descent tinged with deja vu, you are retrieved to find the orb of stars awaiting your arrival. The kingdom's salvation is at hand. But first, save
Remember to
stairs.
slow the game speed down before you touch the orb.
The only thing you're here to save is the kingdom in peril, and of course your own sanity. We recommend stair climbing. It does the spirit good. But stairs. Didn't recognize one or more of the reward. Stairs. You forgot to pack the George Foreman grill. Adopt stairs. How can you do that? Shoot stairs. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get this orb then, because surely...
We're gonna beat this game.
Yeah, because surely I'm worthy now. You have done well, Stair Child, but your quest is not yet complete. You must ascend the stairs once more to prove your true worth.
Blank stare.
For it is only through traveling by stairs that we find the true character of man. Life, my child, life is a ceaseless quest with its ups and downs. Life is given meaning through stairs. But when you have done this many times, my child, then and only then can you reach out and touch the orb of stairs. Ingrid, hello? Darn it, this is why people don't like me, isn't it? And there you go, that's Stair Quest.
I'd like to point out in the credits, it has a shout out to, I think, every geologist that has contributed to Wikipedia for whatever reason. And they'll return in Stair Quest 2 to stare as human.
Stare as human. Beautiful.
Yes.
Hey, that's Stair Quest. We used our archery skill a lot.
Our what?
Yeah. Precisely.
And we did get all 500 points.
We did get all 500 points. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for having me on here again. Thank you again, Kat, for joining me. These stairs are much more hysterical with you on comms with me.
Oh, always a pleasure to be here. Thank you for asking me to be a part of your Stair Quest.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, anything else? Any other last plugs before we get moving here?
I'd like to shout out David TKI. You should give him a follow. He's pretty cool.
Wait, who?
Has really good archery skills, I've heard.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
I'll have to, yeah.
And I do want to shout out the Jess Morissette, Decap Jedi, who is one of the devs on this game that ended up speedrunning the game as well, which really kind of kickstarted the leaderboard after I started it. And then David got into it, and a few other people in the adventure game community just really blew up this time. It's really, really, really rad to see this time just come down, and even just to the point of, I think, earlier in last month, that we had this time go down by like another minute.
Yeah. So shout out to the Speedy Adventures community, because they kind of like, hey guys, let's play this game. And then I ended up doing really well and getting a 4.5 minute PB. And then in a past month or two, Santa Claus took it down to like 3.5 minutes. He's very good.
There's never been a better time to get into the Stair Quest speedrunning community.
All right.
All right, that's all I got.
All right. Well, incredible. Thank you both so much for being here and showcasing Stair Quest and all of that text. It was better than I could have even imagined. It was beautiful. For everyone else out there, I don't want you to go anywhere because we have more GDQ Hotfix coming up for you, which of course is Out of Bounds, hosted by Kung Fu Food Cup. And this is a show, in case you haven't seen it before, about glitches and strange interactions in speedruns. And this week's episode features The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. So you'll definitely want to check that out. So please stay tuned for that after we take another break to get set up for that show. But my name is Conception. I hope you enjoyed Awfully Silly. We'll be back in a couple weeks with some more of your favorite silly, strange, quirky games. We're full of them here. So we'll see you in a few weeks. And yeah, bye-bye. Enjoy Out of Bounds.